Open tabs, margin notes, highlighter, bleed through quotes, research mind, steady eye, patterns only she can note. I-90 fog, whispering under wheels, skyline, afterglow, 2 states, packed rooms, quiet minds that know, no sign needed out front. They circle to her voice, questions rise before she starts, curiosity by choice. She pivots mid-lecture, checks who's leaning in close. Say the part you skip out loud, that's where the learning goes. Heads home with the speakers up, Biggie in the background, mind still mapping theories while the city slows down. She teaches the why behind the crime, the hurt behind the face, Philly in her backbone, psychology in her grace. Don't let the hype fool you, she stands 10 stories tall. She don't just teach the lesson, she teaches you through it all. Late nights with case files open, notes in the margin glow. She's showing you your story's roots so you can choose where to go. Biggie quotes inside the slides right next to coping skills. Spread love between the lines of how a nervous system feels. Long days, quiet grit, humor in the punchlines. You are more than this moment, written 10 times, old assessments in a folder, ink dust on the sleeve. She can map anxious attachment before you know you grieve. 1 foot in Jersey lecture halls, 1 on the Philly street. Home is where she learned to fight, classes where we don't repeat. Grown kids texting check-ins, pride she doesn't post. She teaches minds all day, then goes in mother's most. Case files, true crime, mind behind the scenes. She doesn't tell you what they did, she shows you what it means. Your story is not your diagnosis. You are allowed to rewrite it.
Hi guys, hi everyone, how you doing? Does that mean no? You guys, I always lose stuff. Ugh, that's so annoying. It's horrible. Everybody in here with neurodivergence completely understands, I'm sure. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Oh my god. I don't know why I lose everything. I literally just had what I wanted. And I have a feeling this is going to be a long live. So, at some point, I'm going to need to put a video on and go find my Johnny John, because that'll suck. Alright, anyway. Hi everyone. Back to here. You guys. All I do is work. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let me get it together. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Mind Behind True Crime with Dr. Bona. No, this isn't like, I couldn't have needed another 10 minutes or nothing. It's no big deal. I'll figure it out. I lose everything. Did you find it? Yeah. You did? My daughter Gianna is in the will for. Oh wait, nobody said you can partake. You see what happens here? That's all right. I actually don't even care. Thank you so much. I love you. You look so cute.
Thank you.
Oh, remember when we were 22, you guys? She's like, yeah. Wait, she wants to share everybody. She's looking fabulosity. Show them, girls. Stand up and give them a show.
Show you the makeup. I still have to do my lips.
Isn't she so pretty? Oh, could you let Thor in too?
Yeah.
You queen. Oh, look at you. Look at your makeup. She's got a cute little tiny hiney and everything. Cute little kid. Not kid, you know what I mean. She's a kid to me because she's my kid, but she's 22. Yeah, Thor wanted to go out right before, of course.
I'm sorry. Sorry, John.
Oh no, that's bad.
Leave him alone.
Thor won't leave the neighbor alone.
You sure?
It's so embarrassing.
Okay.
Oh no, he won't come in?
No, but John said he goes, no, he's good, leave him. And then he was taking pictures of Thor and he's petting him.
Oh good, okay.
So, okay.
Alright, well listen if you hear a thing because I'm live and I love you. And I'll let you partake again if you do. Yes, she is so pretty. They all said, hey Gianna. I did have plans tonight, Casey, but last minute they kind of fell through. So it wasn't that big of a deal. They weren't like, it wasn't that big of a deal, trust me. This worked out. So I was going live tonight, I just didn't know when. Hey y'all, hi Citizen Sleuth, welcome in everyone, come on in. Casey, I think you're the one that named this, right? That time where we said we should have a segment. I think we called it Follow Up Friday. So I got that from you. Thank you, Casey. Hi from Canada. Hi, Nina. Welcome. Hi, AJ. I love AJ. Hi, Andrea. Who else is here? Cuff U's here. Marilyn's here. All the friends are here, you guys. Well, they're all coming in still, but you know what I mean. Hi. Hi, Nina. Oh my gosh, coming in, you guys. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on your way in, too, if you could. Okay? So, this is the thing. I'm assuming you guys could hear me. I don't think my microphone works yet. I literally work so much that I haven't had a minute to look at my microphone. So, we're still working with the setup from last night, minus the fan right now. Fingers crossed, right? I actually had to go outside of the house today, so my computer maybe isn't as crazy. You're watching from Australia? Shut up, Angie. What? Oh my God, thank you. None of us have plans on this Friday night. That is true. And my husband went to his best friend's house, so I was like, he's like, do you mind if I go to Chris's for a little? I was like, no, not at all. I was supposed to go out with my friends anyway, but I think he felt bad because my plans didn't happen. But I was like, you guys, I still have friends online that I could go say hi to, so how about that? I'm not worried about it. Sounds fine to me too. Exactly, you could just go. I love your channel, Angie. I said your channel. I love you is what I meant to say. I meant to say I love you, Angie. I said I love your channel because I finished reading it. Hi, Higgins. Hi, y'all. So, last night we went over some JLR stuff, right? And wait, let me open up my Gmail while I'm talking. And we, all right, so this is what I did. I wasn't so professional yesterday. Not that I was not professional, but it wasn't PowerPoint slides and stuff like usual. So today I'm rolling with that same thing again because last night I feel like people appreciated the fact that I'm not all just education. Also, the reason I'm deciding to do this tonight, this is what I'm going to do from now on. If it's something where I'm reacting to something in real time, it'll probably be more my natural reaction. If it's something that I get to see or view first and then I could do my PowerPoint slides and stuff, then I'll do it that way. So I guess what I'm saying is sometimes we'll do it instead of doing it all the time where I have to be prepared 1,000% all the time to go live every single night and to produce a show that's a once a week show every single night. It's hard when you work 12 other jobs and have family and all the other things. My house is, it's fine now. I cleaned it today a little bit, but it needs to be more you know all the things. Your house is divided right now. Okay. St. John's versus Duke for Sweet 16. Okay. I got some Fireball to add insult. Oh, I love me. Well, this is the thing. I don't drink a whole lot, but one of the few things that I actually like is Fireball shots. Okay. Maybe it's our generation, Higgins? I got some Fireball to add insult to injury. Oh my God, you're so funny. And shit talking my old lady. And her mama. Oh my God, you're really gonna think you're old. You better watch with that mama talk. Oh, I love it. Being real, truthful is best. And I'm always truthful, even when I am prepared. The thing is that one takes hours to prepare, and I work so much. I'm literally on my breaks, on my lunchtime, it's just all the time. All the time. I just don't do anything but work. So I don't want to well, I don't know. I don't want to say wear myself out because it takes a minute to do that. But you guys know what I mean, I think. Hi, Colleen. Remember Aftershock and Goldschlager? Oh my God, I do. What was the shot that you like put the fireball or something into the beer? Oh my God, that was like, I never did them, but my friends would, and I'd look at them like, what the hell? Like, you are all about to throw up and just don't know it, and they never really did. So I think that was just my fear for them. So yeah. All right, I'm going to go into my, come on, sign me into my damn Google. Oh, here it is. I had to yell at it first, I think. Flaming Dr. Pepper. Oh my God, Colleen, how did you remember? That's crazy. All right. Okay, so let's see what I have here. So, Cuff you said you sent me a thing, but I don't see it here. Did you not email it? Was it on Discord maybe? Let me look. I have all the things open. Let me see. So, and if not, we could start with, Cuff you, would you do me the hugest favor ever? Since I literally just jumped on here. I didn't want to be late. I need a link for the one thing that you said that you sent, but I'm going to look right now because you could have sent it here. You did, I think. Hold on, I think I have it. I do. I have all the things you sent me. Thank you for that. Maybe that's it then. Let me think. Yeah, that might be it. So let's see. Who should we start with? Let's get Mackenzie Shirilla. Let's start with her. We'll get her not out of the way, but we'll get the Mackenzie Shirilla thing out of the way. I said not out of the way, but out of the way. All right, let me get Mackenzie up. All right, I don't know if you guys heard, but Mackenzie Shirilla found God. Okay? Found God. I can't with her. So let me grab the video of this so you guys can hear it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? So, and she's like dead ass serious. Wait till you guys hear it. It's a bit much. Mackenzie Shirilla found God. All right, so right now I'm seeing, yeah, I could use this video, I think. Hopefully he doesn't mind because I don't see the one I'm looking for, but I see it here. It is, all right, I'm just going to use his and hope that he doesn't get mad at me. He probably doesn't even know who I am. All right, so I'm not seeing it right there, so I'm going to use his. So AG Tactical. Hopefully AG Tactical will be very kind and not mind if I use his jail call video. I'm sure when we hear it, he's going to thank whoever it's originated by, and that's what I was looking for. But I don't want to hold people up with that, so let's just look at this. This is AG Tactical. He's awesome. He is so funny. He has a YouTube channel, so go check him out. We're going to do Mackenzie Shirilla first. Wait, you know what else we could do here while we're doing this? Let's put the chat up now that I know how to do it very quickly. Look at that. It's going to pop up in a second, you guys. It's going to be over the Mackenzie Shirilla jail call with mom. I don't know why they don't put like a solid behind it. You know what I mean? So that I'm going to have to fix the screen to where like the inside here stops short of that so that everybody could see it better. I just don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. But in the meantime, here at least we have it somewhat on the side. We could see it here. So this is AG Tactical. Thank you so much for putting, Cuff you already put his link in the chat. It's the very first thing. It's our very first chat message. So yes, he cracks me up too. He gets mad, he smokes, he's just funny. He would definitely like fit in over here. So let's listen to Mackenzie Shirilla Finding God.
Book where like it's like kind of like a study book where you like learn about shit more.
Okay, yeah.
So, like I was praying and like I feel like I like seen light like when with my eyes closed. Like it was weird as fuck.
Oh,
like
that's wonderful.
And then I like was like after I prayed I was like let me like tell me it's like a page like tell me this, like, oh, take me to a page of something I need to know. And I don't remember what the fuck it said, but it was just like, damn, like, it just, like, was so good.
Aww.
So I think we all thought that the whole shitty booty Mackenzie Shirilla files were completed. I haven't heard about anything pertaining to Mackenzie Shirilla in months, but we've been blessed by none other than phone calls from prison, ladies and gentlemen.
That's who it is. I couldn't think of the name. Phone calls from prison. Should I see? I love AG Tactical. I don't want to be. I don't know what to do. Do I just go over to phone calls from prison? I couldn't think of the thing, and they let us do it. Like they tell everybody you can. So let me go over there because I don't want to. I want everybody to go over and watch AG Tacticals, so that he gets the entire thing. So all right, here it goes. Let's see. Oh my god, they have some pretty funny ones over here that I didn't see. Alright, let's see. Okay, maybe we are using AG Tacticals because... Where is it? You know what it is? I don't know what the thumbnail looks like. So... I guess I'm just going to use AG Tacticals and hopefully you won't get mad at me. I had it up, you guys, and then I lost it. And now his is coming up. All right. He got it from phone calls from prison, so hopefully he won't be mad at us. Let's just listen to him.
I would call this the Mackenzie Shitty Booty Shirilla deleted scenes, okay? Because we got some unheard calls of Mackenzie Shirilla, man. And I think these calls that we're about to hear... or this call, I should say, that we're about to hear, is Mackenzie really coming to her spirituality?
Oh my God, Cuff You, you're so funny. She just said the F word and Jesus all in the same sentence.
And embracing her religion, okay? Because now she's praying and she's seeing visions and she's coming to God and all these wonderful things.
I don't want to do his whole commentary, so I don't want to get mad.
Neither did I, but yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the whole jail call.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, Mom.
I didn't think I was going to get to talk to you this morning.
Neither did I, but yeah.
Yay, good. So how long have you been out?
I just got out.
Okay, how long are you allowed out?
An hour.
Okay, that's good.
A. Higgins, you don't know who
I'm
Mackenzie
texting
Shirilla
Angie
is?
right now.
Did you wake up to any more messages?
Yeah. You
Hi,
and
Jerry.
Stacy.
Oh, good. I don't know. People are texting me and messaging me all over the place, telling me to keep the faith. They have good feelings about it and blah, blah, blah. But, we have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So their words are very kind and needed.
Yeah, Stacy said she'll be here.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Does everybody else love how Mackenzie will, not even listen to what her mom says, and she'll just, say the next sentence that has nothing to do with whatever her mom just said? She just did that right now. Those of you who don't know who Mackenzie Shirilla is, it was right before her 18th birthday. First of all, she was living with her boyfriend, which is ridiculous. I have an 18-year-old daughter. And there's just no way. If she told me she was going to sleep at her boyfriend's, I'd be like, bitch, no, you're not. Let alone you're living there. So her and Dom lived together. They had a very toxic relationship. Don't hate me. Did she do it on purpose? So, A. Higgins, this is the thing. A. Higgins, I don't hate you. Are you kidding me? A. Higgins, do you know how many people will say to me, oh, yeah, it's just like that, da-da-da crime? And I'm like, do I tell them that I have no idea what they're talking about? And I do. I'll be like, I'm not really, I haven't really looked into that one, but I do it all the time. So, but I was just shocked because I feel like everybody, obviously not everybody, but I feel like everybody knows who Mackenzie is because she's like, hey, Higgins, you could go off on a whole thing with her. It's a rabbit hole, trust me. But she drove 90 miles an hour into a building, and her boyfriend and her friend Davion both died in the crash. And she was unconscious when they found her, but they bring her back or whatever. She's had a few surgeries, so on and so forth. She had her seatbelt on, so they say that she meant to do it. And because it shows that the gas pedal was all the way down when she crashed. On the other side, I would say developmentally, she was 17, right? I don't know. I don't know if she did it on purpose or not. She definitely is spoiled. She's definitely entitled 100%. She literally is like the poster child for entitled, if you want my honest opinion. But let's hear what she has to say.
Hold on, who am I texting?
But yes,
Alice
most people think she did it on purpose.
because I want you to know I'm praying for you. I love you so much. You have a very emotional week. I pray that you feel God's peace and calm and comfort. I always know I love you. Always know how I love you.
I like how Mackenzie Shirilla, like, if you guys have been following AG Tactical since the Mackenzie Shirilla shenanigans, you know, we've been covering her for a little while. She always goes and tells her mom, like, these cool revelations her fucking doofus-ass friends send her. Like, listen, your friends are just as stupid as you. You guys are teenagers and early 20s. You guys don't know shit about shit. She's over here sharing revelations from her friends to her mom. Like, these are some, like, actual deep things that they're sharing. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, Mackenzie's the most shallow person in the world, and now that she's faced with this, like, really serious situation, I feel like she doesn't know how to cope with it.
Okay, so I like watching him. He's absolutely right in my opinion. She doesn't know how to cope with this. She was 17 years old when this happened. 18 years old, a few weeks or so later, she gets arrested right after her 18th birthday. She gets tried as an adult. She's in jail for 15 years to life for it. She was in the press recently because her appeal got turned down, you guys, but not because of the reasons we might think. So not because of the objections they made and stuff. It got turned down because they filed it one day too late. How pissed would you be if the lawyer sent it one day too late and you had no appeal now? I would be so pissed. But anyway, so she finds God. But I do think he's right. She doesn't have the capacity, I don't think, nor does she have, like, her parents. And I'm sorry, I don't care if her mom gets mad if somebody ever hears this and tells her. But they were not holding her accountable when she was a teenager. They weren't telling her you have to stay home. They weren't, like, setting down the rules. There were no rules. She pretty much did whatever she wanted. If she wanted the dad to wake up, and she would tell the dad to go make her hot milk. I'm not lying. Often, we read her text messages. She wouldn't even be like, "Can you please? Thank you." She would be like, "Dad, are you awake? Make me hot milk." And he would be like, "Okay." Like, what? So I think they really set her up for failure in that sense. I also think that when something like this happens, whether it be like this or any, specific tragedy or whatever, I think there's a possibility of an arrested development, and I feel like, in my opinion, that's what's happening here. So I feel like, although she's now 21, she should be around 21 now. Although she's 21, maybe 20, I feel like she's still got the thought process of a 17-year-old pretty much. And you'll even hear that when she's on the phone with her friends. Like, they graduate high school, and this happens this summer that they graduate high school. So a few of her friends, they go off to college or they start working in different careers, and she's still talking about, like, talking shit. Like, she's still talking about the things that they talked about in high school. And you could see that the friend, like the one friend, Faith, she, calls. I think she still does. I'm almost positive. Does anybody know? I think she does.
So she, you know what I mean? So she starts spewing out all this bullshit that her friends send her. Listen, it's not going to help the situation. You're still going to jail
Oh my God.
for a really long fucking time.
Yes, A. Higgins.
So
that's
all these
terrible.
revelations that you're sharing, you could just keep them to yourself, in my opinion. And her mom is just gonna, her mom is just gonna perpetuate her behavior to infinity. Oh my God, Kenzie! Wow, that's
Yes.
so deep, Kenzie. Yes.
And he's so right. He's so dead on right here. So her mom does her no favors because she never held her accountable back in the day. She still doesn't hold her accountable today. Whatever Mackenzie, and this is right from the beginning, like when you listen to the first jail calls up until now, because this happened in the summer of 2022. So it's been almost 4 years now. her mom still does the same thing. So she'll be like, if Mackenzie's like, I hated that, her mom will be like, oh, that's terrible. And then if she's like, I like that, she'll be like, oh, Mackenzie, that's great. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's just so funny because there's a few times where I know what he's talking about, where the mom thinks that something's good, but Mackenzie wasn't happy with it. And the mom's like, oh, that's so good, Kenzie. And she's like, no, Mom, I'd rather be in the other jail. It was like she'd rather be in juvie. And the mom was like, yeah, but now you, like, she's like, no, Mom. And her mom's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, it's crazy.
I couldn't imagine having a mom like Mackenzie's. Holy shit, I would be led astray. I would probably be homeless. Anyways, let's continue.
Are by so many, and you're an amazing person. Hugs to you, love always. Also, so last night, like, I prayed last night, and, like,
Here it goes.
It was, like, different than any other time I prayed. Like, I feel like, I've been reading this, like, book where, like, it's, like, kind of like a study book where you, like, learn about shit more.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I was praying, and, like, I feel like I, like, seen light, like, when with my eyes closed. Like, it was weird as fuck.
Oh,
Like,
that's wonderful.
and then I, like, was, like
I was seeing light, like it was weird as fuck, like Mom, like I was seeing light, and I was praying, and I was like, God, that's weird as fuck, the way you showed me that.
That's how she talks.
She had to have been huffing nitrous or something in her youth. Like when she was early 13, 14, she was
Don't
already
listen to
huffing
that,
nitrous because she is definitely lacking some brain cells. Let's back this up. You were probably hallucinating from boredom. That's probably what was happening, Mackenzie. Let's check this out one more time.
So listen to this again, you guys.
more.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I was praying, and, like, I feel like I, like, seen light, like, when with my eyes closed. Like, it was weird as fuck.
Oh,
Like,
that's wonderful.
and then I, like, was, like, after I prayed, I was like, flip me, like, tell me if, like, a page, like, tell me this, like, oh, take me to a page of something I need to know. And I don't remember what the fuck it said, but it was just, like, damn, like, it just, like, was so good.
Oh my god.
Aww.
So she just tried to tell her mom there that when she was like, it sounds like she was like trying to meditate is what it sounds like. And during this, she was trying to be intuitive and ask, like, you know, I guess her spirit guides or whatever to give her a certain page number, like to talk to her so that she could go to this book and read the page. And the funny part of this whole thing for me is that she then says, I don't remember what it was about, but it was just like, oh, like, wait, what? How important was it that you have no idea what it was that you read?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it was so good.
It was so good.
Oh, also, it's
She
not
doesn't-
7 days in my room. So, am I allowed to come out like with everyone else now? Alright.
And she just switches that quickly, you guys. Listen, she switches that quickly from talking about God to her room. It's all about her.
Me this, like, oh, take me to a page of something I need to know. And I don't remember what the fuck it said, but it was just like, damn, like, it just, like, was so good.
Aww.
Hell
Yeah, it
yeah.
was so good.
It was so good.
Oh, also, it's my 7th day in my room. So, am I allowed to come out, like, with everyone else now? Alright.
What do you think?
I'm asking if, like, my 7 days up, because, like,
I know. What did she say?
she said, let me check.
Okay. And Nicole, I think Nicole spent some time in jail or something. Is that right?
Who?
Does that sound
Nicole?
right?
What, Nugget?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And mind you, this is before Mackenzie Shirilla's trial. Okay, so she's a lot more chipper than usual.
This was
okay,
before?
after her trial, you know.
I thought this was after her trial. They said this was before her trial. They just got it released, though. Oh, that's interesting, you guys, because we heard her after the trial, and she does not talk about God anymore.
Chipper than they are in the future. So that's why the conversation is so light. Let's keep it pushing though.
Probably,
So
yeah.
she had referenced that she spent a lot of time in the law library.
She used to, like, be addicted to drugs and shit. She older, too.
Oh, yeah. So she's gonna set it up. She has an Android, and she's gonna set it up on her dad's phone or something, or somebody's
But you
phone.
can't do it on Android.
Right. Which I think is like stupid. Because Beth Merrill, she has an Android, and she can't do it either, which kind of sucks. 'Cause she
That
tried.
doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, Uncle Dave will try
They
to
probably
pull
just
that
don't know how to
Android.
do it.
Who the hell? I mean, come on, Android people.
We're really good that she
Just like
got
the
it.
Great Divide.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, me too. I literally have a pool of vomit right at the bottom of my throat, just like ready to come up.
That's very flattering, Mrs.
Mrs. Shirilla sounded like a real doo-doo egg herself.
Shirilla. You have a pool of vomit at the bottom of your throat ready to come up. That's very descriptive. Well, guess what? I could spoil it for you. Go ahead and start vomiting everywhere because your daughter's about to go back for 15 plus years.
Yeah, right?
She should have got more. She should.
Your emotions are pretty raw right now. You know, whether she's punished or not, whether you want her to be punished to the worst degree or not, it's not going to bring anybody back. It could have been anything.
It could have been anything. Well, listen, it's not going to bring him back, but at least we know that you're not finna come back for a long time.
I can't believe her mom just said that. It's not going to bring them back. Like, that is so... And we wonder why Mackenzie doesn't have accountability.
I don't know who that is. I have no idea. A couple people were saying that, and they were like, just because the prosecutor argues something doesn't mean it's real. Any adult should know that.
I love that people. I hope like the judge feels the same way.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, and then my one friend was like, you know, you made the right decision with choosing a bench trial.
The mom right here, I think, is the mom just said that her friend just said that she did the right thing by choosing a bench trial. I think the mom is just trying to. The mom feels bad because they did a bench trial, and Mackenzie, after this happens, Mackenzie's real pissed about it, and I mean, not for nothing, you guys, I am almost positive. I mean, hi, Lucas Girl, I would almost bet that if she would have had a jury of her peers, if she would have had a jury trial, she would have had such a better chance at walking. The fact that she did a bench trial and the only person that heard the evidence was the judge who knew the law did not do her any favors here. Also, real quick, how crazy is it? I'll never forget Mackenzie's face when they say the judge's name for the first time. The judge's name is Judge Russo. Her boyfriend and his family's last name is Russo, and the boyfriend's mom is Russo, and she's a lawyer, so Mackenzie thinks that, like, the judge is, like, I don't know, like, that she needs to recuse herself and all. I'm like, but they had nothing to do with each other, so the judge didn't have to recuse herself. But they did a bench trial, and it was so not in her favor.
Stuff, and I'm like, well, it wasn't up to me. You know what I mean? But thank you, and that made me start crying. So whatever happened to this point, Kenzie, is exactly what it's supposed to be. We just have to trust and put faith in that.
It is hard to listen to.
And the fact that you're having those deja vus should show you that whatever you're doing up to this point is the right thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a book last night.
Oh, she doesn't care. Oh, I got a book last night.
My favorite officer, like, who gave me a book. I, like, literally love her.
I'm so glad. I just love you so much, Pumpkin.
Her mom sometimes, I feel like her mom's about to do it. Her mom sometimes will make, like, these weird noises. She'll be like, I just love you so much. You'll see. I love
you too.
When he reenacts it.
I hope our video calls work today. I didn't know how late or early to schedule them, so I scheduled it at 7. I hope that was okay. And if it's not, then whatever.
I hate that, man. I hate that so much. You know, I'm not saying the kid has to grow up, you know, rough and learn how to fucking sail at 5 years old, and you put them on a workout regimen and they eat. You know, I'm not saying you have to be crazy disciplined with your kids.
But he's saying that you do have to have discipline.
You do?
7:30, 8, and 8:30.
So she tells her mom that she has 3 calls scheduled. Wait till you hear what the mom says.
That might be me.
They might be me.
But I wasn't sure what was going on today.
No, I like that.
Yeah. We'll check. Yeah, that's all me.
Yeah, that's all me.
Okay, good.
She said, okay, good.
I wanted to get as many as I could.
I don't think she was happy with that.
You know what else I didn't like about last night, too? If that video call would have worked, I would have had you until 8:55, and you had to go in at 8:40.
That annoyed me. That is fuck.
Yeah. Was something happening? That's why?
No, that just blew me. That is fuck. I was so irritated.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? They need to reimburse me for my time. I paid for that time.
I was mad as fuck. They need to reimburse me. How about fuck you?
He's so...
And then it will just, like, delete the message. I just, like, took long as fuck typing.
Can you, when it's super long, can you You know how you can copy and paste, like highlight the whole thing and right click and copy?
I just log out and log back in, so it's like...
Oh, I was going to say, that way it says can you just paste your long message.
Oh my god. I need to get the fuck out of here so bad.
I need to get out of here
Who are you
soon.
texting now?
Maddie.
Who?
Maddie.
So what she's complaining about right now is she wants her mom to tell people that she's sorry she can't answer every single question that they ask in their emails, not because of like the trial or anything, but because she can't remember every little thing, and she would have to go out like back and forth, like in and out of the text message to say it. That's what they're talking about here. She can't just copy and paste it.
Did Kendra's work?
I didn't get her yet.
Oh, but she's in there? Good. Okay.
Out with Maddie though.
Okay.
They just did that shit again. It's about to piss me off. This whole fucking thing that this like terminal shitty as fuck. Like I don't like this terminal.
This terminal shitty as fuck. I don't like this. This terminal shitty as fuck. You're not black. Black people don't talk like that, by the way. Fucking weird. This terminal shitty as fuck. Oh my god. These kids talk. You know, all these kids, they talk like streamers nowadays. It's not even. They all talk like these little can't speak streamers who didn't even graduate high school or some shit. Like, I mean, I'm not hating if you didn't graduate high school. I'm just saying it's like these motherfuckers be talking like they don't know nothing. This terminal shitty as fuck. Like, it's not.
That's how she talks too, and it's not funny, but ironic. I guess funny is the wrong word, but it's ironic because after she gets tried, or found guilty rather, and sentenced, I feel like eventually her whole attitude or the way she speaks changes.
Not even funny no more. Just talk where we can understand you, please. Jeez, this is the iPad kid syndrome. I'm so glad I didn't grow up with a smartphone. You know, when I was growing up, not to try to sound like an old head or nothing. I'm young for sure. I'm gonna say that. I'm barely 30. I'm 20. I'm about to be 29. Yeah, I'm about to be 29. I think. Yeah, I'm about to be 29. I'm 28. I'm pretty sure I'm 28. Anyways.
What? We're picking up Kendra. And I don't know who's coming. Oh, obviously Stacey's coming, and I don't know who else. I'm scared though because I don't trust the other family. They scare me.
Oh, here we go.
They scare you?
Why would you be scared?
No, I don't trust them. I don't even know. Like, what if they know where my car's parked? They just scare me. Some of the people over there scare me.
Typical Karen. I don't trust the family of your daughter that you murdered their son. You don't trust them, right?
Right. Listen to that, you guys. Listen to what she just said. She doesn't trust the family of the victim. Like, what the actual... Your daughter's the one that's on trial for taking the life of. It just doesn't even make sense.
Let's say that one more time. The family...
Yes.
...of the person that your daughter murdered, you don't trust them. Okay, shit.
Yeah, that sounds normal.
Mackenzie's mom, I don't know what to tell you.
I can't believe she
said that. In the Bible...
Why would you be scared?
No, I don't trust them. I don't even know. Like, what if they know where my car's parked? They just scare me. Some of the people over there scare me.
They do anything to you, or you're pressing charges on them, and I'll just.
Well, obviously, for sure, right. That's what I mean, though. They are crazy and scary.
What?
Yeah, this shit's about to piss me off.
The mom's a lawyer.
It's just like that work.
Dom's mom is a lawyer. She's still friendly with Frank, the dad. And they have 6 or 7 children together, including Dom. I think it was 7. A big family. Not very scary. Oh, she sounds so scared.
One of the girls that I met while I was waiting for court got moved to this pod, though. She's pregnant and 19.
Marilyn, you're right. This last part, you're right. I do remember this part, but I don't ever remember hearing the God part in the beginning. I feel like the call that we heard before is from, it like starts at a certain point. I don't think it was the whole call because I don't think the part about her, the God part, was in there. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But here, we're just going to listen to a few more minutes of this and then we're going to get out of here and move on to the next person. We have 5 people to go over.
I feel bad for her.
Or it's the intake, right?
No, she was here before. She was on the pregnancy pod.
Oh.
The pregnancy pod.
This is about to piss me the fuck off.
Can you do it again?
Yes, like this machine is shitty as fuck and it doesn't work at all. What the fuck? I'm about to just like sit down before I get irritated as fuck.
She has no vocabulary.
Okay, I'm actually glad we're hearing this one because I think this like reminds us in the beginning how entitled she really is.
You log back in. Is that
I've done that yes, I did that like 8 times. And it's just not working. Tell me why, these are all.
Okay.
Oh, here we go again.
She's like, freeze them, either these. He's like, he's like.
I kind of had the code cracked like months ago, but we have.
Yeah, we all have the code. Yeah, he does. We all have it cracked. So they'll say like, she'll say like, Misa, and that would be me. And she'll say like, for like day, it would be like, Dize. Night would be like, oh, I forget. There's like certain ways, but what she's saying here is so easy to decode. So eventually, if I were to hear this slowed down a few times, I could definitely tell us what she's saying.
Been covered McKenzie for a long
Maybe
time,
just
so
go back one more just to hear it.
I'm about to just like sit down before I get irritated as fuck.
Oh God.
she has no vocabulary.
log back in. Is that
I've done that yes, I did that like 8 times. And it's just not working. Tell me why, these are all.
Oh, here we go again.
She's like, freeze them, either these. He's like, he's like.
I kind of.
Okay, so there's this girl. I totally understood what she said. Oh, hold on, ready? So she says, so why is it that there's this girl?
Why, these are all.
There's this girl, Skeezer the girl or whatever there's this girl.
Oh, here we go again.
Like, she's like, freeze them, either these.
Wait, Frieza. She's. Hold on, I definitely could decode this.
Oh, here we go again.
Like, she's like, freeze them, either these. He's like, she's like.
I kind of had the code cracked like months ago, but we haven't covered McKenzie for a long time, so I'm not even gonna pretend to know what the fuck this
Oh, I remember.
weirdo is fucking saying. So anybody who wants to translate in the comment section, go right ahead. I'll be reading. I'll be looking.
Okay, that's the one that screamed high, right?
No, she just like screams when I laugh and shit. Man, tell me why, like, the staff left.
Okay, so this is the woman that lives in her cell with her in the beginning. Excuse me. And it sounds like this woman is supposed to be in the psych pod. So this is what I was always confused of with this. This is before she gets sentenced and all. I think Mackenzie might have been in a different pod, not the woman. Like, I think it's Mackenzie that's in a different pod.
Her out first before everybody, and she just got to being like loud as fuck at like 6 a.m. woke everyone
Yes,
the fuck
keep
up. Like, she was
subscribing.
being
We're
loud
almost
as
at
fuck. Like,
6K.
Is that the man?
I
no.
love you guys. Have fun.
Oh, there's another one in there?
Yes.
It's the one that screams, Mom, keep the fuck up.
Have so
I
much
don't
fun.
know, honey.
Have so much fun, you guys. I love you. Oh, they're going out.
Please call the warden and be like, she needs to get off of this pod.
Here you go.
You want to know what else too? I'm thinking about
That's gotta be the craziest thrust into adulthood ever, though. If you think about it, like I remember my thrust into adulthood. I was in Belize. I finished high school for a couple of years. I had a little job, but I always came home. Like I came home. I was paying a little bit of rent. I probably paid like 250 Belize. 250. It's not a lot,
Hi, Wendy.
for like US dollars and shit. So I was just paying my little rent, but eventually I moved over to the US. My mom was like, you can't really stay here. You get into too much bullshit. You should probably go over there and figure it out. I'll facilitate the move. So I moved over, and it was kind of jarring. It was like, okay, okay, fuck. Now I have bills. Damn. All of a sudden, I think I was like 19, 20. Imagine thrusting your child into adulthood. Instead of the real world, though, it's prison. Because I think Mackenzie's like freshly 18 years old. Whoop, you're an adult now, and you're an adult in prison. Fuck. That's gotta be some type of culture shock.
And like Casey said, not only is this a culture shock, but she expects her mom to call the warden. Like, you're 18 now. Like, at this point, I thought she was like 21 in this because I'm thinking it was recent. It's not. This is literally when she was first there, so she was 18. So you're 18 now. Mommy can't call the warden for you.
That's got to be rough. And for the next 15 years, Mackenzie, you're not going to be learning the skills of,
At least.
Crazy.
15 years.
And later on,
Well, because nobody, I don't know, because you can just start writing everything, all your personal information, without having to worry about Miss Beck looking at it or anything. You know what I mean? Start writing your book. So nobody can twist or use things, your feelings that you say in a weird way to fit their growth narrative, kind of thing.
Start writing a book. Her mom is.
Start writing a book. So her mom's already trying to capitalize off of this death. And the other thing is, we all just watched Corey Richins. That didn't really work out for her when she wrote down stuff, right?
So weird. I'm thinking about it. I don't even know if going to prison. Just stay out of prison in general.
Yes, I agree with that.
I know. That meant I did that on purpose.
I'm sure.
Here we go.
Let's keep going.
I mean, they already did that. Like me saying I'm sad and I missed them. It's my fault for being the driver. And I just wanted to say that meant I did that on purpose.
I'm sure the judge knows that. That was very kind for you to reach out to him like that. That was very kind. They're twisting that in a gross way because they're hurt and gross.
Wait, you're reaching out to Angelo?
Yeah, that was very nice.
You know what just irritates me so bad too? Because they just use Davion as baggage.
Oh my God, that was oh my God.
I was like, what the fuck?
Calling cargo.
I'm gonna call you back though. But that shit, I'm literally I know I did not just say that.
No, that pissed Grandma the hell off.
Baggage? That's what you.
That pissed Grandma the hell off, she said. You guys, this is interesting to me because the mom eventually starts to tell her not to talk about anything. She'll be like, Mackenzie, don't talk about this. As soon as Mackenzie will say one thing, she'll be like, Mackenzie, stop, don't talk about this. We don't want anybody to know anything about anything. And it's interesting because the mom's engaging in conversation about the incident here. And she's saying some nasty things.
If that's all you got out of this investigation is baggage,
oh my God.
No, I don't think she'll get out after 15.
That's insane.
I don't think she'll necessarily do life in jail, but I'm thinking, this is the thing, unless she lives a very straightforward life, and I believe that she's already had quite a few write-ups. So, she would really have to cross her T's and dot her I's, and I don't know about all that. So, but I don't necessarily see her doing life. This is the thing, right? So I think what some people think is unfair is that if she does 15 years, she'll only be 35 when she gets out. So she'll still be young enough to have a child or two, whatever, get married, all the things. And Dom and Davion do not. And I think that that's a problem that people have with it. On the other hand, I think people need to remember that when you're 17, and again, I'm not making any excuses, but what I am saying is that you have a lack of your prefrontal cortex. It's just not developed yet. So your impulse control, your decision making, your problem solving, all of that's underdeveloped at that age. So in our 40s, 50s, 60s, it's easy for us to be like, oh, you should have thought this, or you should have did this, or da-da-da. It's another thing to remember back when you were 17 and our brains weren't developed. And again, does this make it okay? Absolutely not. But in my opinion, does it make it the difference between life in jail without parole and life in jail as far as 15 to life? Absolutely, in my opinion.
Her mom really is her little dumbass cheerleader. Right, you guys know the movie Mean Girls? And it's that main girl, yes, and all the other girls are sucking her dick, trying to be the number two to her. That's how her mom feels to me. It's Mackenzie's the mean girl, and her mom's the little friend who does anything and everything to be in her good graces. It's so weird.
He is so smart. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Oh wait, hold on. What was disgusting?
Listen, bro. Anyways, let's keep going.
That pissed me off too.
Yes, that was disgusting. I don't know.
Thank you for using Securus.
Shout out phone calls.
Okay, so they eventually, shout out phone calls from prison for sure. Thank you very much for letting us use this. The next thing we're going to listen to, you guys, so that's the Mackenzie stuff. She found God, all the good things. The next thing we're going to listen to is from Plunder True Crime. I am a member of Plunder's Patreon, so we have access to documents as she drops them in the Patreon. I know that she just put a video out not too long ago, like tonight, you know, literally not too long ago, where she goes over this stuff. But we're going to, so here it is. This is what you're going to look for later if anybody goes on and wants to look, which I definitely can't wait to watch it. But it's here 2 raw, wait, hold on, here we go. Here 2 raw audio calls from 1/23/26. It's my daughter's birthday, 1/23. I had to pick a day to get my C-section, and I didn't know what day to pick, and my dad was like, duh, 1/23, I'll never forget. I was like, there you go. And when it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she'll be 37. So anyway, on another note, on her birthday this year, there is a 911 call, and we know that Plunder dropped, she said she did so many FOIA requests, like so many. So she's like, expect every day or every, you know, not every day, but like expect things to keep coming in. And sure enough, she says that on like yesterday or the day before's video, and today she comes out with more. So Paul is awesome. So everybody, please, I'm sure everybody like knows who Plunder is and is already subscribed, I'm sure. But if for some reason you are like, you know, somebody that doesn't know who she is, go check out Plunder True Crime. She's awesome. So let's listen to this first phone call. Now we're on JLR. So this is the new phone call of Jamie, aka Magnolia.
Friday, January 23, 2026, 12:55 and 41 seconds.
Communications, how may I help you?
Yes, I was calling to inquire about an order of protection that would have been sent to the Pasco County Sheriff to be served, and I'm trying to figure out if that's been served yet. And then I had a separate question after that.
Okay, what's the address out there?
The address of the service
Correct.
would be...
Oh my gosh. So let me warn you guys, I totally almost forgot to warn you. There's a couple of them here. If I would have had more time in between here, I would have probably went over the big bleeps and like muffled them. Maybe I'll still do that after live if I have a minute and put them up or something, because so I just want to warn you, if you're wearing earbuds, you might want to lower your earbuds a little, because there's not quite a few, but there's a few of them where I just don't want your ears to get, you know, your eardrums to get busted.
Axley Lane. It's BAXLEY Lane. And it's Port Richey.
Perfect. And repeat that address.
You know what? I wonder if I pause my video when it does it, because sometimes it does it for like, because that'll make it not, you guys won't hear it. So I'll try to catch it.
Just for verification.
I didn't catch
Axley
it.
Lane, Port Richey, 34668.
And the phone number you're calling from?
My number is... and this is
for verification as well.
Yeah.
And your first and last name? Just for last name, Jamie. Perfect. And who was the injunction being served to?
The respondent is...
And what
So
was
I
your
had-
question?
Well, and I was just going to let you know, so this order, it's an ex parte order of protection that I got in my new location in Garland County, Arkansas. And it was filed, it was granted by the judge on the 21st, so Wednesday the 21st, in Garland County Circuit Court. So I So I know they had to send it to Pasco County to be served, and I just don't know how to check on if it's been served or not. But my other question is, so this is relating to, so we were domestic partners living at that address I just gave you, and over Christmas we were in Washington State, and he assaulted me, broke my nose, and there's a criminal case, a felony second-degree assault and domestic violence case with the prosecutor in Chelan County, Washington. So he's pending charges on that, and that's what this order was relating to. But also, my second question, this was obviously not the first assault, and I wanted to ask about, am I able to press charges against him or file police reports for incidents that happened previously that happened there in Pasco County? For example, there was a very vicious assault in August, and at the time, well, I didn't press charges at the time, because he threatened me if I called the police and all that. But I just wanted to know if I'm able to go back and file charges at this point for the prior assaults that happened there in your jurisdiction.
I'll go ahead and I'll send a call over to our desk officers for you. They're going to give you a call back. When they do, it's going to come from a blocked private or restricted phone number. They typically call you back within the hour. I do have both of those questions on the call, so they'll know exactly what you're wanting as soon as they reach out to you. Okay?
All right. That sounds good. Thank you so much.
Of course. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. That was the first call. The second call, you guys. So, and again, this call, just if we went over anything there.
So
Wait, where was it?
So I know they had to send it to Pasco County to be served.
So she's asking if he's been served yet. I think that this is important because a lot of people are discussing or talking about, why wasn't he arrested for this? And I think that's a valid question, right? Why do they have a court date on April 21st? But it's for, what is it for? Like, what's happening? Why don't we have a mug shot for this? And here, I think one of the interesting things that she says here, she says the word, this obviously wasn't the first time or something like that. Let me see.
My second question, this was obviously not the first assault.
I really do have a good memory. So she says this obviously was not the first assault. I think that that's important because when we did do the PowerPoint slides last week or this past week, we see that these assaults, like, I think we've talked about this, but every time we hear about an assault, I forget the exact number, but I want to say it's upwards of, I don't want to say a number. It's a lot. I'll have to look the number up because I don't want to put any false information out there. But the number of how many assaults usually occur for every one time that somebody calls the police. And it's something astronomical. So just think about it. Same thing if, like, somebody gets caught stealing for the first time, right? They say, like, there's probably been so many more. If somebody gets caught essaying, with CSAM or something, it's not usually the very first time they downloaded CSAM and they're like, oh shit, I got caught. By then they've already, downloaded it a lot. They just got caught for the first time. So I think that this is important because it goes to her credibility that that's exactly what you would expect somebody to say if they were in a relationship like hers.
And I wanted to ask about, am I able to press charges against him or file police reports for incidents that happened previously that happened there in Pasco County?
So this is the other part that I wanted you guys or for us to rehear because I wanted to say something. I didn't want to stop it and keep going, stop. So here she wants to know if she could press charges from past occurrences, which I don't know why. Does anybody know? If she can, because this would be in what, Florida? Cuff you, do you know? Because my thing is this. it doesn't matter what he did in another state. You know, you're pressing charges for something he did. I'm sure there's a statute of limitations, but I don't know what that statute is. I'm also sure that, I'm not positive, but I could almost bet that we're going to hear that audio too soon. Plunder will probably have that on. So let me skip one more thing. I think there was one other thing I wanted to say.
In August?
Oh, August, that's it. So in August, there was a brutal one, she said. And she says she didn't call because he threatened her life like he did this time. And before anybody says, well, you know, that's what she said this time and she called, so what's the difference? And the difference is the matter of months, and that time gives somebody the opportunity to kind of get that, like, this isn't going to stop. Like, the person probably says, not probably, but the person usually says, I'm sorry. It's a cycle. And then it's called a cycle for a reason. It just continues.
And at the time, well, I didn't press charges at the time. Because he threatened me if I called the police and all that. But I just wanted to know if I'm able to go back and file charges at this point for the prior assaults that happened there in your jurisdiction.
So they're going to have somebody call back. So the second call is right here.
Friday.
I'll try to do the same thing again where I pause it. I don't know if that helped at all, but I tried to pause the beeps. Not pause it, mute the beeps. But just remember, there's like a beep or so here. You could actually see over here, if you look at the screen, you could see where the voice is. The louder it is, the more spread out the lines are here. And so I'm assuming a few seconds in, there's going to be a beep coming. So just warning.
January 23, 2026, 14:12 and 05 seconds.
Communication.
Hi there, my name is I'm an attorney up in Washington State. This is a non-emergency. I had a client who got out of the shower this morning to see law enforcement leaving his driveway. Nothing was left on his door. He said that an officer was getting back into his vehicle when he had a towel still wrapped around him. It's about 6:30 a.m. this morning. He's hung around the house. Nobody came back. I have a matter that we're expecting maybe service on, and I just wanted to coordinate with somebody on getting back to him or getting whatever you guys need resolved.
Okay, do you happen to have the address that this was regarding?
I do.
Go ahead with it.
The physical address is Baxley, Baxley Lane in Port Richey.
Okay. And you said this was about 6:30 this morning?
That's what he said, yep.
I'm looking around the area here. I don't see a call here for 6:30 in the area.
Okay. If it was process service, would it be listed on your sheet there?
So that would be a separate number. I can give you their number to maybe see if that was them that was out there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just check for them because
let
we want to.
Yeah, let me
get whatever it is. Yeah, go ahead, please, whenever you're ready.
Sure, it's 727-815-7188.
28 degrees here.
Oh, goodness. We actually got there this past week. We got there.
No way. Oh, God.
But, yeah. Not often that it happens, but yeah. So it was like, I think the other morning when I woke up, it was 25 here.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, well, I won't complain. All right, at least it's sunny today. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. So with that one, the interesting thing that I thought that I heard here was this was they were calling. I was confused. This was for JLR, I believe, right? Because they said, so I want to hear the beginning again. I'm sorry, I don't want it to beep. I think it only beeps like once.
1026.
The shower this morning to see law enforcement leaving his driveway.
Communication.
Hi there, my name is I'm an attorney up in Washington State. This is a non-emergency. I had a client who got out of the shower this morning to see law enforcement leaving his driveway. Nothing was left on his door. He said that...
You guys, so this is JLR's attorney. Do you guys think that they were there trying to serve him?
An officer was getting back into his vehicle when he had a towel still wrapped around him. It's about 6:30 a.m. this morning. He's hung around the house. Nobody came back. I have a matter that we're expecting maybe service on, and I just wanted to coordinate with somebody on getting back to him or getting whatever you guys need resolved.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting. So he's just trying. So this is interesting because here the attorney is clearly trying to resolve the issue or the case, I guess, before it gets too out of hand. Like, not that it's out of hand now. It was always out of hand. The minute he put his hands on her, it was out of hand. But I'm saying in their eyes.
Do you happen to have the address that this was regarding?
I do.
No.
Okay, go ahead with it.
The physical address is...
All right, hold on. I just paused it there. Let me pause it here. That was a long one, so I'm glad I did that.
Baxley, Baxley Lane in Port Richey.
Okay.
He purposely was hiding Coca-Cola.
And you said this was about 6:30 this morning?
Hey, Jerry.
That's what he said, yep.
6:30 this morning. He says he was in a towel, like he was up showering and stuff.
So I'm looking around the area here. I don't see a call here for 6:30 in the area.
So why would that be, you guys? Does anybody know? Does anybody have like law enforcement background? Why would, like, do you think they were just there to talk to him, but not, you know, where there was a call put out? Because wouldn't they have a call? Oh, you guys, also hit like and subscribe. But last night, you guys, do you want to know what helped me? When you guys hit like the heart and stuff on the side, those things. So please hit it up. Kill it, all of you, please. It really did help me last night. Like the these things. Ready? I'll do it myself. Ready? Hearts. Woohoo! There we go. So please, everybody. Oh, to serve papers. But this is the thing, Coca-Cola. So what does that mean? That they just never served him papers because he wasn't arrested? It says over here, it says JLR was in Washington State on Christmas Eve. A caller was in Washington State on, you know, boyfriend assaulted her and broke her nose. Boyfriend is now driving to location 1 from location 1. Suspect is currently in South Dakota per his location. And they called him a suspect. Suspect is currently in South Dakota per his location. Caller advised that she's going to visit a friend out of state. Okay. And this is on the 27th, you guys. I just saw the date. This is on his birthday. His birthday, I believe, is the 27th of December. And the incident was on the 25th. Wow. This next one says, provided caller with DV hotline information, advised caller to contact Washington State and request that they send a teletype referral or something reference, their active battery case. Wow. And PC. What's PC? Active Battery. Like the Energizer batteries. Okay? Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Hi everyone, didn't realize you were live. Well, Lucy, it's okay because we're only on our second update. You didn't miss nothing, you're good. The first one was about Mackenzie Shirilla. You can watch it later, no big deal. But we're listening to this JLR thing. So, you guys, that's interesting. So, the allegation here is, again, just in case anybody's just joining us, they provided the caller with the DV hotline information and advised the caller to contact Washington State to request they send a teletype reference of their active Energizer case. You know what I mean? I'm just using that instead of the other one. And PC. What's PC? Public. I don't know what PC is, I'm guessing. So then it says Deputy so-and-so. It's redacted. With Washington State called in, and it's redacted, told him to call Pasco, and then it's redacted. Advised there's no probable cause. Wow. So the deputy, you guys, why would they say that? So a deputy with Washington State called and advised this other person to call Pasco. They were advising that there's no probable cause. Not sure what redacted is needing. Required deputy to call him. Then it says redacted, PX redacted. On the next line it says per X37, the caller is just making us aware since they lived together at location 1. She flew home this morning. He was, oh my God, he was arrested, so he missed his flight. You guys, hi Ella. You guys, he was arrested. Shut the F up. He was arrested. It literally says it in the court documents here. The caller's just making us aware since they lived together in location 1. She flew home this morning. He was arrested, so he missed his flight. Looks like he's driving here, and she's going to leave the state before he gets back. But she wanted to make us aware just in case he gets back before then, or he gets back and calls her in missing. What? What? Oh my God. You guys. You know what? Shame on anybody at this point, in my opinion, that thinks that she's lying or that is accusing her of lying. You don't just, somebody was saying it too in the chat about how she's documenting it a lot. And in one case that can look, or in one sense that can look like, suspicious, like why are you doing it? On the other sense, you're doing it because you cover true crime. And we clearly know here that she's taking precaution in case. And you guys, let me read this part again. I am floored. I am so floored, I just put an extra syllable in floored. That's how floored I am. He must have bonded out because he went live today. Oh, no, Coca-Cola. This is back in, at the end of December. The end of December. Wow. Holy mackerel. So he was arrested back on Christmas in Washington before he could get on a plane. That's what it sounds like, Jerry. Yep, that's what it sounds like. Well, let me read this part again, you guys. Wow. I can't believe this. The caller is just making us aware since they lived together in location 1. She flew home this morning. he was arrested. So he missed his flight. Looks like he's driving there. So instead of flying home and making another flight, you guys, he just decided to drive. I think they said they had a rental car. So I know with most rental companies, you can drive from one state to another and then drop the car off in the other state. So maybe that's what, he did. So it says, wow, looks like he's driving there. You guys, this is also why I think earlier in the call, or somewhere in here, it said that per his location, and in my opinion, they would have his location because we know even from Ashley Buzzard, that case, that, when you rent a car, they want to know where their car is. So they track the car, as they should. So it literally says, it looks like he's driving here. And then it says she's going to leave the state before he gets back. But she wanted to make us aware just in case. Ready? There's 2 reasons it says. So just in case, number 1, he gets back before then, or number 2, he gets back and calls her in missing. What? Wow. And then it says, I don't know if that's iOS or whatever, I can clear it. That agency will have to contact us if they want an AOA. What's AOA stand for again? Arrested on arrival? Is that what that is? For an interview. If they want, no, it can't be. If they want an AOA for an interview, or to execute an arrest warrant if it's issued by the courts. Wow. You guys. Does anybody else find this as like bombshellish as I do? Because yes, Coca-Cola, yes, I think it's for that. It's for, the exact wording here is that it is for active the Energizer batteries case. Okay? Mm-hmm. Hi, Linda. Welcome in, Linda. You guys, he was arrested. Linda, he was arrested. JLR was arrested. Did you know? Because I didn't know. I'm reading it right now, and the documents Plunder just did. Surprised he passed. So Ella says, I'm surprised he passed a drug test. Oh, probably not required. Always seems like he's on something, a stimulant of some sort. And again, that's just an alleged opinion. And Ella, I just say that too because I have to, God forbid, I don't want to be part of his litigious background. So AOA stands for Assist Outside Agency. Boom, Jerry. We literally have the smartest chat ever. We really do. Thank you to everyone in chat because I couldn't do this without you. Right now, what? Somebody else says, I don't think he needs rugs. Somebody else said maybe he's taking a prescription rug. And that is Valdez. Hey, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. Come hang out with us. It's Friday friggin' night. What else do you got to do, right? We're all here together. He bonded out, but how was he able to go out of state for a month in Arizona? His court date is in April. It's April 21st, you guys. So everybody can get nice and stoned on the 20th first, and then we can all, check in on the 21st. I wonder what day it's on, oh, not today. Okay. Now, so, Linda, I forget what that was in reference to. I'm sorry, hold on. Oh, was that because for the, yes, okay, so that was for his court date and stuff. So yeah, his court date's in April. He was bonded out, yes, not today. This all happened, you guys, and this is the thing. Him being arrested. No, thank you, Linda. This is back in the beginning of January, end of December, beginning of January. And you guys, if you remember, the calls that we listened to first, before this, or not tonight, but prior calls, when she calls, one of the things she asks, she's at the airport, and she wants to know if there's any way she can get confirmation if he got on the plane or not. And I do remember listening to that one and being like, wait, what? Like, you could just call and, like, ask, did they get on the plane? And sure enough, it doesn't seem like they gave her information, at least not on that call. But now I get why she was so worried about if he ever got on the plane. And it's clearly because she was afraid for her life. That's not even in my opinion. She literally says, yes, it shows the date. Well, it says 12/27, which would be interesting, right? Because that's his birthday. Could you imagine if he got arrested on his birthday? That would be some shit. Okay? But it says here, it just says, oh, it does say this morning he was arrested. So, yeah, so 12/27 on his birthday, he was arrested. What? Avery. Oh my God. Great question, Avery. Happy birthday, right? Happy birthday, JLR. You have the right to remain silent. I believe this year he's going to be 50, you guys. So he's going to be 50. And I love me some Plunder. She is amazing. She has such an optimistic, like, I literally am so optimistic, like, when it, or like, not that, maybe that's not the right word. Like, I could play devil's advocate for almost anyone, even if it's, like, really bad behavior. And it's not that I excuse behavior, but I could put myself in someone else's shoes, which is probably why I'm good at this stuff, too, right? So, Plunder, thank you for putting her link in the chat. She said about him being 50 this year, and God bless Plunder, she says, maybe he'll, like, you know, when you're 50, maybe he'll, like, start to straighten up pretty much. I'm paraphrasing. I was like, oh, Plunder, please, like, I love you, girl, and I hope to God that's right. But I that doesn't usually happen, and we clearly see, right, the best predictor of future behavior is past relevant behavior. And wow, you guys, wow. He got arrested on his 49th birthday for the Energizer batteries on his way home, which means that that's the day he became aware that she called 911, which is also interesting because I can totally see why she would be upset or scared right now, because she hasn't spoken to him yet, according to this. And one of the things he says to her before he leaves with 2 phones, what do you guys think about this? So, do you guys think that he thought he was getting both of his phones when he left? Or do you think that he purposely took his phone and her phone and maybe just either didn't think of the third phone because he left his work phone behind? But I'm like, why would... Oh, you think he did turn 50? Oh, confused. Wow. Happy 50th, JLR. Seriously, what a disgrace on your 50th birthday getting arrested for batteries. Like, are you kidding me? That's a disgrace. You think he took, by accident, took what? What did I miss? Let me go back up to Coca-Cola and see if I missed something. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure that I am on all messages. You guys, just so you know, like, I know that a lot of people are a little bit older like me, and we don't get the message usually right away when it comes out to do the technology stuff. So, if you see the gear next to top fans, and so in between top fans and the X at the top of the live chat, if you click on the gear, it'll say like top messages or something, but if you click on that, you can pick all messages. And when you click all messages, you won't miss people's messages. So I don't know how they pick the top. Like, what does that even mean? How do you pick top messages? Like, who's the top messages? So, and if that's going by, like, you know, Cup use a mod of mine, so she's obviously, like, she would be at top, right? So then does that make it fair for, not fair, you know what I mean, but does that make it, you know, if I have somebody brand new in here, I want to hear what the hell they have to say too. So make sure you go on and you switch it to all. I always, yes, me too, Linda, I always go in and I switch it to all, especially after somebody will say like, oh, I don't think she's, or like, they'll say something like along the lines of like, pretty much I just missed it and I just didn't get to the message or something. And I'll be like, no, wait. And then I'll be like, oh, wait, I didn't have it on all. So make sure you go put it on all. And also make sure that you're, oh, is Harlot here? Harlot always puts the instructions on how to turn your ability to receive, oh my God, a gift. I couldn't get that freaking word out. The ability to receive a gift in case anybody generously donates a gift or whatever, you would be able to be part of the possibility of receiving one. So anyway, with that said, you guys, what the actual F? See, Linda, look, Linda just, welcome, Linda. Yay. Yay, Linda. I don't know why I'm up here because you can't see me. Linda, you guys, look at Linda. She became a member. Hi, Linda. Thank you. Welcome to the Mind Behind True Crime with Dr. Vona, where we put the fun in dysfunctional. Awesome. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you. For everybody else that's out there, people are always like, I wish I could help more. I'm like, hit like, hype it afterwards. My video the other night got hyped. It was like up to like 25,000 or something. That was bananas. So that was so amazing. So, okay, so you guys, the next one, let's see. So who should we update next? These are our choices. So let me take this off the screen real quick. Okay, so we had 5 people for updates. So again, we're thanking Casey for coming up with, oh my God, why did I say that? Because now I can't remember what it's called. It's not Update Friday. It's something that begins with an F. Hang on. Somebody remind me. Anyway, it's about like updates for the week. Why am I drawing a blank? You guys will remind me. So, we have 5 of them tonight. We've already done Mackenzie Shirilla, and now we did JLR. And you did the hype by 2,300 on the last video. I love you. That's amazing. Follow Up Friday. Thank you, Cuffio. Follow Up Friday. So thank you, Casey. That was an awesome name. I'll remember it eventually. I promise. I work a lot, so please forgive me. Follow Up Friday. We've done 2 of our 5. Who do we do next? Gypsy Rose. Here we go. Let's do her. Since I was just going to say, who should we do next? And I looked up and Jerry said, Gypsy is a demon. Demona, actually. And let's be honest, she's the one that calls herself Demona, so, you know what I mean? You guys, look, she's got her books up there. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys can't see it yet. I don't know why I just said you guys. Okay, so hold on, let me just type this in here. So, her friend, she has this friend, and the reason I want to update this, there's like a few updates with her. There's like a lot. There's always news on her. I'm like, I don't know. I think part of it is her ex Ryan, in my opinion. I'm sorry, not Ryan. Is that his name? What's the one that she married? Ryan, right? And now she's married to Ken. I just needed a second. Okay. Oh, the Oxygen Network. I did forget about that, right? She married Ryan, that's right. And then now she's married to Ken and has a baby with Ken, okay? Ken is her baby's dad. Okay, that's right. So, did you guys see this with this new friend? So, hold on. Let me pull this up on the screen so you guys see what I'm talking about. But the other day, like, I'll get certain videos that'll come up just like everybody else, right? Like the suggested videos. So, I was like, sure. And I always listen to, you know, if there's a good one, or if I see something that has to do with this, I'll be like, oh, let me just put it on. So, you guys, she has this friend. I don't know the friend's name, to be honest with you. We'll figure it out in a minute. It'll say it, I'm sure. She has this friend, right? Well, let me say, I don't know if it's her friend, because people are saying that this girl is trolling her, but Gypsy saying that's not true, we're friends. So we're going to look at some of these videos, and this is my thing. I almost feel bad if she's getting trolled by this girl. But now I'm looking at the videos, and I'm like, is she being trolled, or is this... Like, I'm just confused. So I want to see what you guys have to say. So let me go over to here, and let me show you this. Oh, and wait till you guys see. Wait till you see this. Oh my god. So, alright, let me share this. Show and stream. Here we go. Oh, I clicked it like 12 times. Hold on. Oops, there we go. Okay, you guys, listen to this. OMG, okay? Look, when I do that, it doesn't make it any better for the chat over here. I hate that, and then I feel like it looks sloppy. I don't like that. Alright, so let me read this real quick. So, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has sparked criticism. So this is this girl that we're talking about. Has sparked criticism after opening up on social media about the murder of her mother and her subsequent time in prison. The 34-year-old who conspired with her then boyfriend to kill her mother, Claudine D.D. Blanchard, in June 2015, participated in a viral social media trend called "We Listen and We Don't Judge." The TikTok trend involves couples or friends confessing to secrets, embarrassing stories, or confessions while the listener promises not to react negatively. In a video shared by influencer Natalie Reynolds on March 21st, Blanchard is seen discussing the murder of her mother. You ready for this? Alright, let's see. Oh, this is actually, hold on. This is the Instagram one. I think it was a TikTok. How do I click it? How do I click it? Oh, well, we need to go through that. Vibe for 2026. This is our vibe for 2026 before we forget. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, forget that. I don't want to get copyright strike. Someone said this was planned. So, oh, wait. So 3,000 wig just, oh my God. I was anticipating a backflip, someone said. Did you guys just see that? So it looks like she's dancing and she goes back and falls. The $3,000 wig just gets lake watered. That's so funny. You guys, she admits that she spends all that money on the wigs too, because she says that she bleached her or fried her hair or something. I don't know. Oh, they're cute. That's a cute outfit. Someone says you're an inspiration. Your eyes are the window to your dark soul, someone said. What? Let's see if it'll let me in. Oh my God. How does it not find my account? That's just unbelievable. Alright, well, we're going to not worry about that. We're just going to go back to here. So, you guys, so now this is her friend. We're going to go right back to this. Ready? So, I want to view this profile, but this is Instagram. So, I want the TikTok one. So, let me see if this will take us to the TikTok. No. Oh my God. Look at what I just went on by accident. I don't want to get off topic. But it says Florida teens. What's going on with Florida? Oh God. Yes, I saw the FOIA videos. They're crazy, Jerry. I haven't played all of them on here, and maybe I will play one or two. But wait, look, Florida. And I was just kidding. If you're from Florida, I was just joking. Florida teens accused of blood ritual plot to kill classmate, laugh and joke, and parole car video. What the freak is wrong with people? Unbelievable. Alright, so here, I'm going to do TikTok. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, TikTok. Okay. Oh, here it goes. Hold on. We're going to share this tab. Alright, here we go, you guys.
We listen and we don't judge. One time.
And this is from TMZ. So TMZ posted this one right here. Oh, somebody says, is she in trouble again? I wonder what that's about.
I dared a homeless woman $20 to jump into a lake, and then she said she couldn't swim, and I ran away laughing.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
We don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
I went to prison for 8.5 years because my own mom.
Oh my God.
Hey, we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. I really like to cup my hand and fart in my hand because I like to smell my fart because I just think it smells really good. Ew. Even when I like fart in the bed sheets, I like to lift up the bed sheets and smell my fart.
We don't judge.
We don't judge around here. We listen and we don't judge.
I wear wigs because I bleached my hair off.
Oh, is it like short underneath?
Yeah, it's a pixie. This is a wig, actually.
Oh, okay. We listen and we don't judge. One time I faked being pregnant because I didn't want my ex to leave me.
We don't judge. Wow, like people thought I did that though, too.
Did you?
No.
Oh. Listen and we don't judge.
I used to wipe my bottom with bath towels instead of toilet paper.
What?
Like,
that's crazy.
It sounds like you're judging me right now. I'm done. I'm not playing this anymore.
It's just a game.
What?
On their
That was
users,
crazy,
on the
you guys.
moderators.
That was crazy.
We listen and we don't judge. One time I dared a homeless woman $20 to jump into a lake, and then she said she couldn't swim, and I ran away laughing.
That's fake, I think.
We don't judge.
We listen and we don't
Yeah,
judge.
this is awful. I have to hear
I
it
went to
again.
prison for 8.5 years because my own mom.
Oh my God.
Hey, we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. I really like to cup my hand and fart in my hand because
That's
I like to smell my
disgusting.
fart because I just think it smells really good. Even when I like fart in the bed sheets, I like to lift up the bed sheets and smell my fart.
We don't judge.
We don't judge around here. We listen and we don't judge.
I wear wigs because I bleached my hair off.
Oh, is it like
She
short
bleached her hair
underneath?
off.
Yeah, it's a pixie. This is a wig, actually.
Oh, okay. We listen and we don't judge. One time I faked
Oh, that's unbelievable. I can't even finish watching that one. So, yeah, so there we go with that one, right? Wow, so TMZ was the one that reported that. But I want to show you guys real quick. So, Natalie Reynolds' TikTok. Hold on. I want to show you something. Oh, I don't have a bio yet in my TikTok. You know. You guys, I'm on TikTok. If any of you have TikTok, I know a lot of people that that have, like, some people either do Facebook or TikTok. Some people do both. I do both. Natalie. Oh, you know who else we could have done an update on? The other girl we did this week. What was her name? Ivana Ortiz. Natalie Reynolds SS. Natalie Reynolds SS. Alright, let's see. I think I found it. I found it. Oh. Okay, so this is the girl, you guys, that they think. Not they think, but this is the girl. You said I judge, Lisa. I love you. That's great. So, this right here is that girl that we saw in there. The cops tried arresting Natalie for what? Ew, what is she doing? People are crazy. But anyway, so they think that she's like trolling. So let's watch this other one with them. Well, I don't want to get whatever, so hold on, let me. But oh, you know what? I wouldn't get it from TikTok, but I would get it from YouTube. So let me just, it's not worth that. Let's just watch their dance moves. And I'll tell you why this one was interesting to me. Oh, actually, maybe it was a different one that they look cute with their jeans and everything. Oh my God, you guys, stop it now. Stop it. Did anybody catch it? You guys, look. Oh my God, you guys. She still has The John on her back from on the shirt. What? Does anybody in the comments even see that? Does nobody see it? Oh my God, somebody did put it. Are we pretending this was not there? Thank you, finally. And what did people write under it? I was looking for you right in the comments. Oh, someone said it's rage baiting. Someone said some people, or they like how people didn't realize. There's gullible people on the internet. How is this okay with TOS? Who's TOS? Is that her? Who's TOS? You guys. That's horrible. And her hair, look, her hair was to the side. Like, her hair is clearly in the front. So she clearly did that on purpose. And I guess the point here is that people are looking at her. They're definitely rage baiting. 100%. All right, what's this one? This one says that she apologized after being canceled.
Canceled for her collab with Gypsy Rose, but somehow things...
This is the one. Okay, so they do these dancing TikToks or whatever. And this one here... Oh, look, I just paused it. I wonder if this is filtered, because look at her foot there. It looks filtered. But I want to be careful, because my daughter's foot wouldn't look the same either if they were doing this, so you never know. But, you guys, all right, first of all, Gypsy, you need to pull your pants over a little bit more to the left. Just scooch them over a little bit to the left. They're off by a little. But God bless her. Look, she looks great, but, you know, my name. But, you guys, do you know what this dance is? Do you know what the dance is? I was like, oh, ballsy. You guys, this is the dance that she's in the bathroom. I'm going to try to pull it up real quick. But I don't know if I have it right here. But I think I could find it.
It got messier. She randomly popped up with Gypsy, a highly controversial figure with a criminal past, so naturally the internet started dragging her hard. People were like, this is not it. Everyone was already questioning the collab, but things got worse when both of them started bringing up their pasts in this confession video, casually owning up to seriously controversial moments like it was no big deal, and that did not land the way they expected. The entire timeline flipped instantly. Comments were brutal. People were dragging them left and right. A lot of viewers felt it was completely tone deaf to joke about such things, let alone build content around them. Especially Natalie was getting major heat for linking up with Gypsy out of all the people on the internet. The backlash got so intense that Natalie had to jump in, addressing the situation with an apology video. But instead of actually admitting that what they did was out of line, she started defending both herself and Gypsy, saying everything was taken out of context and people just didn't get it. And yeah, that didn't exactly help her case. So now the drama is even bigger. So now the internet is split. Was this just a misunderstood moment, or did they seriously cross a line? Natalie just apologized.
Okay, so this is
Natalie Reynolds finally appeared in court today, shocking everyone with a mocking smile on her face.
What?
A year ago, during a live stream, she gave a woman with intellectual disabilities $20 to jump in.
Oh my God. When we just heard her do this, I was like, you guys, that can't be true.
To freezing lake water, all to retrieve a scanner. As the woman hesitated repeatedly, Natalie pressured her relentlessly. You will jump. Trust me. Ultimately, the woman plunged into the lake to survive, while Natalie merely mocked her on camera before shutting off the stream and fleeing. Incredibly, she started a second live stream on her way home, inadvertently capturing fire trucks racing toward the lake the rescue had just begun. Fortunately, the woman was ultimately rescued. However, Natalie's platform account was permanently banned. Today, she was arrested, charged with endangering others' safety, and faces $10,000 in damages. So, do you think Natalie Reynolds should bear criminal responsibility for her prank? A single live stream may bring fleeting traffic, but the consequences could haunt her for life. Natalie Reynolds finally appeared in court today.
I had no idea. You guys, look at her here. Do you know who that reminds me of? That, not her personally, but that entitlement that we saw with McKenzie, right? Look at her. She's smiling like nothing ever happened. But 2 seconds ago, we see that she's clearly, now she's in a jumpsuit with her handcuffs on. Look at her here. She's smiling. She's laughing here, smiling here, and not taking it serious. And now They're like, you're getting in trouble for that. And now she's hysterical. Wow.
I need you to leave or I'm calling police.
I'm famous. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is she wearing? She has an ankle bracelet on. Oh my god. The cops tried arresting me. At the end it says. Wow. Wow, with her ankle monitor on. That's amazing, right? Oh my god. That's terrible.
We posted a we listen and we don't judge video with Gypsy, and
Oh, here you go. So this is the one where she apologizes for doing that video with Gypsy. Look, see, this is the thing. It's all fun and games until you get held accountable by the public, right?
I'm here to apologize for the horrible video I posted with Gypsy Rose.
Hey,
I
Harlan.
recently posted a we listen and we don't judge video with Gypsy, and I regret absolutely nothing we said in
It's
that
all
video.
fake stuff,
Everyone
Sharon.
is trying to make me and Gypsy seem so horrible in that video when all we did was take accountability for our past actions. You guys need to learn to move on and accept that everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect, and Gypsy already did her time in jail, and y'all were begging for her to get out, and now that she's finally out, y'all still want to find another problem with it. You guys are so jealous of Gypsy and I because we were both celebrities and living our best lives, and there's nothing y'all can do to take that away from us. Goodbye. I'm here to...
Did anybody know her name? Because I didn't. I still don't know her name. Oh, I typed it in, so I do. Natalie Reynolds. But I didn't know her name until today. Or just now. And look, she's like crying over here, and then all of a sudden she's like hating. Oh, I can't. Oh, here they go again. Let's see if this is the same day, if they have the same thing on the back of the tag. Oh, look, she's doing it again. That's it. So this is the one where they say that they think she's trolling. So they said, look, like if you look at her instead of Gypsy, what do you guys think? She definitely has more hip moves there. Did anyone get the FOIAs on Natalie's arrest? I actually don't know that one. Oh wait, no, I don't. Oh, on this one? No, I don't know, Jerry. That's a good question. Someone said hello, why is Gypsy Rose here? Wow. And then someone said because nothing gets more views than collaborating with a murderer. Disgusting. And someone said, but didn't her mother force her to take pills and medicine she didn't need? Oh God, if people saw that, they would go crazy. Oh my God, her final goodbye to the world. I can't take it.
To the world. I have been mad on TikTok, and I wake up every day so sad with so many people telling me to just give up. I just can't take it anymore. And I've decided it's my time to go. I will be living the internet for good and work a normal job and have a normal life. To the people that dislike me, congrats, you won, because I cannot do this anymore. And to the people that support me, I will always love you. My final goodbye.
Wait, you guys, you know how you know that this isn't, that this, like, she ain't feeling that? Number one, when we cry or when we're upset, and trust me, I know I do it often, right? Not that I'm upset, but I mean, like, you guys see me, I get, like, all emotional. Our eyes squint because, like, if you, right now, we're just trying to, I can't even fake it. But she clearly is, her eyes never move. It looks like she, like, look, her makeup is still done completely. She just has dark circles under her eyes, like as if her makeup was running. Oh, that's funny. And we know that that's not what happened. Look, this is 4 days ago. So.
Natalie Reynolds has ruined my 32-year marriage.
Why?
I'm so ashamed to be talking about this online, but hopefully I can spread awareness. About 4 nights ago, I was on my husband's phone, and I saw an email that looked a little suspicious to me. I clicked on it, and there were $350 in charges on his credit card, purchasing fans-only content. Mind you guys, I'm older, and I didn't know what it was. But after doing some research, I found out. I'm so disappointed in the man who I thought loved me. This Natalie woman is supplying this type of content to married men. Any woman out there watching this, I want you to know about these online girls that are doing these things. And if you have dealt with something like this, just know you're not alone.
Oh, okay, so as much as I feel bad for this woman and my heart breaks for her, the bottom line is your husband ruined your marriage, not Natalie. I'm just being honest. I have to call it like I say it. You know, whatever woman or man or whoever wants to make an OnlyFans, she said fans only, but whoever wants to make an OnlyFans or, you know, whatever they want to do in life, that's your prerogative. It's her husband that was married that looked outside of his marriage. That's the problem, right? Not the person who that's, you know, what she's doing to make money. And again, I'm not a fan of this chick, but not her, the other chick, Natalie, but it is what it is. Her husband ruined their marriage.
No one really noticed that Natalie Reynolds was seriously pushing her body to the limit. After the fake ankle monitor and pretending to be in prison, Reynolds is...
They just said after the fake ankle monitor.
back with something new. Corset piercings. Yes, it's something that looks incredibly painful. It's unimaginable how she deals with it. Corset piercing is a body modification that usually involves...
Fake like the ankle. Ew, could you imagine if somebody really did that?
I am being sued by... This morning, I woke up to a cease and desist letter in my mailbox from a popular girl creator on this app, claiming that I am copying her videos and that I'm defaming her character.
All right, I didn't come on here to like follow this one, but for the Gypsy Rose thing, I do just want to show you something. So let me share this tab instead. I don't know which one it was, but these are all, just so everybody knows, you could go to gypsyrosearchive.com/FOIA-documents, or you could just go to Google and type in Gypsy Rose Blanchard FOIA, and this will come up. So Into the Weeds podcast, you guys, there's just so much here. There's the prison calls. There should be like 2, I think. Oh no, there's more than 2. Nick's jail calls. Oh, there is 2 of Gypsy's. There was more than that of Nick's. That's it. The police interviews of everybody here, so you could go see that. The interrogation interviews of Gypsy and everyone. If you guys want to see, I did an entire like educational type live on that, where I like went into it academically type thing. This one over here is Gypsy to Nick, and then they have videos Nick to Gypsy. Take a look at this. From Gypsy to Nick, there's all of these. Look, there's so many. Look at all these. Wow. And then from Nick to Gypsy, there's not as many at all. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, then we have what I wanted to show was Gypsy to Nick. Where's the one? Does anybody know what personality it was when she's in the bathroom? Or no, whenever she's doing that dance that she was just doing there. Was it Harley Quinn? Oh no, it wasn't. There's no way I'll find it over here. If I had it on my thing, I would find it.
This is a message for my perfect, brilliant, joker, true love. Well,
oh my god.
I bet you're up to something perfectly deviant. And if I know you, I know that you'll be planning to take over the world. Watch the burn. But you can't do it without me. That's why you and I make the perfect team.
You know what I just noticed? Looked at the makeup under her eyes. Her friend or whatever just did that video where it looks exactly the same. It's almost as if she gave her pointers on how to do it.
So when we're in person, when we're outside of this pathetic city, we are going to cause a mayhem and destruction like nobody's ever seen. So, until then, I wait. See you around, Puddin'.
Puddin'. Oh my God, Puddin', stop, I can't. I'll see you around, Puddin'. And you guys, trigger. We're warning. This isn't for children, the show anyway, so. Into the Weeds is amazing. Everybody make sure you go over there.
Hello, sir. This is your slave, Gypsy Rose, and I
Oh,
am
this one's Gypsy. I don't remember very many where she's Gypsy. She's usually a different character.
in this video to Nick's dominant side. I've worn what you wanted me to wear, or commanded me to wear, sir. I'm wearing something red, and I have my bra. I am making this video, sir, because, well, one, you commanded me to, but another is so I can introduce myself. I realized that we didn't get off to a real good start.
Like what?
Because, well, at first I thought you weren't exactly Nick, and, then...
Okay, this one I think is really important. She just said first, I didn't think you were exactly Nick. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I am really good at this, and not really good. I don't mean it like that, but I mean I'm good at picking this shit up. This is where, in my opinion, she creates a narrative where Nick then fills in the blanks. So, for example, she creates Demona, which is her demon side or whatever, and she does this whole thing and then asks him to match it, and that's his Victor or whatever, and Victor's the one that apparently, like, takes out Dee Dee type thing. So let's just listen to this for a second, then I'm going to switch over to the next one because we still have 3 more people to cover.
Started to get to know you a bit more, I realized that you are a part of him. And you are probably the part that's going to keep me most in line if I get out of line. I understand that as far as lovey-dovey type of relationship, we're not at that point yet. But we might be one day. But I realize I have to earn that type of affection from you. And I just really wanted to say that I look forward to pleasing you and being a good slave to you. I hope that, well, I hope that I don't have to make you discipline me a whole lot, like in a very, what's that word? Looking for that word that's like very strong way, discipline me in a strong way, serious, in a serious way. I understand that you are a part of Nick that is the most serious, and I have to take you as the most serious part of him. And I plan on doing that, sir. I understand that whenever it comes to you, I need to be on my best behavior, and I plan on being it. My goal as a slave and as your woman, my job is to keep you happy, content, respect you, obey you, please you, and serve you.
Okay,
see, I remember the 3.
Okay, so enough of this one. I still have 3 more that I have to go over, and I'm not trying to be here until tomorrow. And my mom's birthday is at midnight, and I always call her, so I have to make sure I call her by then. And it's already 9, and I've already been on now for at least 2 hours. So let's take this down. Or I don't even have to take it down. I just have to switch over. Next, I'm going to do Nancy Guthrie. Okay? So let's update you guys on Nancy Guthrie. Okay, so Nancy Guthrie update. Savannah breaks silence on her sister Annie and brother-in-law. And this is from... Oh, wait. Is this what I wanted to go on? Hold on, let's see. Okay, on Thursday, March 26th, the NBC Morning Show aired an interview of Savannah speaking to Hoda, which we're going to see in 1 second. At one point in the conversation, I don't know how to say KOTB. How do I say that? Coda or something. I'm sorry. Asked Savannah, code this. Well, why don't we just watch it? Just reading that. We can just watch it. So here we go. Hold on, let's see, where did the interview go? Hold on, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. I have the interview. Things open. Nancy Guthrie, hold on. So her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, news anchor, she did a new interview. So I was just going to show you this real quick. But it's not doing anything. I don't know why. It's taking a minute. Come on. Alright, let's see if we can get it here. I'm going to close these out so we don't have so many things open. The fan's like, stop. Close out these ones I'm not using. There we go.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Banfield and this is Drop Dead Serious.
So 1 day ago, Ashley Banfield's Drop Dead Serious shared. I believe she has the video that I'm looking for. Alright, come on. Alright, so this is Ashley Banfield, but I'm going to go to the YouTube one. So I'm going to reshare those. And here we go.
Big news today in the Nancy Guthrie case. It's day, oh God, 54.
So this is as of yesterday, you guys. As of yesterday. And, oh, here it goes. Should we just click over to the actual interview? Here goes part 1. And then, oh, there's a 3-part? What? All right, let's just do the interview, because if not, we're going to be here all night.
Take me back to the day. It was, I guess, a normal weekend for you.
Yeah.
The weekend your mom went missing. Tell me what you were doing and what happened.
Well, I had given Mike for Christmas a boys' trip to go play tennis, and so he had been gone for the weekend. So I took my kids actually to Carson's. So we had a beautiful, fun night together, and then I came home, and really it just got home at the same time that Mike came home. We were just saying hi, putting down our stuff, and the kids were running around. And my sister called me, and I said, "Is everything okay?" And she said, "No." She said, "Mom's missing." And I said, "What? What are you talking about?" She said, "She's gone."
That's terrible.
And she was in a panic. I was in a panic. I'm like, "Call 911. She's like, "I did. We've called them. They're here." And we thought that she must have had like some kind of medical episode in the night, and that somehow, the paramedics had come because the back doors were propped open.
Wow, did we know that, you guys, that the back doors were propped open?
And that didn't make any sense. We thought maybe they came and there was a stretcher and they took her out the back. But her phone was there and her purse was there and all her things. And it just didn't make any sense. So, Annie and Tommy had already called all the hospitals, but then I'm like, I'm going to call the hospital. So then I started calling the hospitals, and the police were there and talking to her at the same time, and it was just chaos and disbelief.
Within hours, Savannah was making the long journey home to Tucson.
You saw Annie and Cam when you got to their house. Tell me about that moment.
Just disbelief and hugging each other. And I think we were on the phone with the sheriff and trying to, really make clear from the very early moments, Annie and Tommy were saying this is.
Wait, did someone say, can I mute my mic? Hold on, let me see. So the interviews left you with more questions than you did answers. So, Jerry, I don't have a mic on. Maybe that's the problem. I need to fix all of my settings. I did charge my headphones, so I could try to put them on and maybe that'll help. Let me see. Let's see if that'll help you guys. Oh, the fan's going down, so hopefully that'll help because I just closed out a ton of things. All right, let me see if this helps. Device connected, so let me know if this helps you guys.
This isn't that case that you are used to where someone wanders off. She can't wander off.
Oh, that's weird. It says device connected. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me disconnect this. Oh, no, it's not. It has to be connected to that. That's weird. It says device connected, yet I can't hear it on my headphones.
My mom...
Is it that bad?
She was in tremendous pain. Her back was very bad. She was trying to, on a good day, she could walk down to the mailbox and get the mail, but most days not. So there was no wander off.
Please mute your mic while the video is playing. I don't have a mic on. That's the problem. So should I just not play these because I don't want it to, not be okay. It's the worst echo. Okay, well, let me take it off. Let me take my headphones off.
Thanks for the sub.
Okay, what about now? I think I fixed it because I see the little blue thing down here. My husband always says you just have to be 10% smarter. My husband said he just said that today. You can hear me? Right, I was just 10% smarter and I fixed it. There you go.
You gotta be a genius.
I don't have to be a genius, just 10% smarter. That's all you gotta be. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Whoever just said that, you're right. Someone just said the more subs I get, the more I'll be able to update my my stuff. I literally save every single dollar so that I could do so. And the problem, one of the problem is I did update from the very, very beginning. Not like, apparently not good enough, because this is what my update was. Or my upgrade. So, next time I'm not going to be so cheap. Round of applause for the doc. Okay, ready? You want a round of applause? Here we go. There you go. If you want another one. So there you go. One more just in case. Okay. Well done, well done. Thank you. Courtesy. There you go. Okay, so back to what we were looking at with Savannah Guthrie. All right, now I'm afraid that this is gonna, well, we'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be okay.
And the doors were propped open. Yeah. And there was blood on the front doors. And the Ring camera had been yanked off. Yeah. And so we were saying, this is...
Do something.
This is not okay.
Yeah.
Hit all the emojis on the side thing if you can hear it, like the heart or whatever. There's a couple. You could hit 100%. You could hit the crazy face like I'm hitting right now. For some reason last night, it really helped get my stream out there. And also, if you could hit like, you guys, that also would help me. And of course, subscribe. Thank you so much.
This isn't... Something is very wrong here.
Yeah. Did you guys talk about what possibly could have happened? Like, what could have happened? What went down? Did you...
I think my brother... I mean, my siblings are so amazing. My brother, you know, he spent his career in the military and worked in intelligence and is a fighter pilot and is brilliant. And he saw very clearly right away what this was. And even on the phone, when I called him, he knew. And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said, what? Well, why? What? And then, I mean, it sounds so like, how dumb could I be? But I didn't want to believe. I just said, do you think because of me?
I agree about having curfew here.
And he said, I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe.
It's so sad.
But I knew that.
You did?
I hope not. I mean, we still don't know. Honestly, we don't know anything. No. We don't know anything. So, I don't know that it's because she's my mom and somebody thought, oh, that girl, that lady has money, we can make a quick buck. I mean, that would make sense, but we don't know. But yeah, that's probably, which is
Jerry,
too much to bear. To think that I brought this to her bedside, that it's because of me. And I just say, I'm so sorry, Mommy. I'm so sorry.
So, wow, you guys. Listen to what, oh, wow.
To think that I brought this to her bedside, that it's because of me. can I just say I'm so sorry, Mommy?
Wait, you guys, why does she think that it's because of her? Is it because she thinks somebody had like a parasocial relationship with her, like I've been saying all along? And I'm being dead serious. I'm not... When the volume went out. Oh, she's carrying the brunt of the guilt for sure. Wow, you guys.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to my sister and my brother and my kids and my nephew and Tommy, my brother-in-law. I'm like so sorry. I'm so sorry. If it is me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We want to thank all of you for the prayers.
Oh my God, you guys. I have 3 siblings, and I have to be honest with you. Like, I'm on YouTube now, and I am no Savannah Guthrie. I'm not paralleling myself here. What I'm saying is that with having 3 siblings, if God forbid something ever happened, I would be like, oh, you know, somebody saw me on my small little YouTube, and I could, so like, in other words, that's the part that I'm identifying with, is I couldn't imagine the guilt that she must feel, because I'm sure other people are also saying, you know, what if somebody had a parasocial relationship with her? So Jerry, if that's the case, then I don't know about you guys, but I've been on an island of my own, I think, right? I don't know. I guess we're going to see.
For our beloved mom.
In the initial days, you and your sister and brother sat together. In all the despair, you sat and managed to think of words to say. How were you able to do that in that moment?
Well, my siblings are amazing. And we are a unit. And I talked about how brilliant my brother is, but my sister is equally brilliant and also has special powers of intuition and faith and language and depth and heart. And I feel like we came together with all these beautiful gifts that came from our mom and dad and from God, and somehow together we did our best to come up with the words to say. And I haven't posted one thing or said one thing that the 3 of us haven't decided together. It is surreal. It's, how is it possible that we are having to make a video speaking to a kidnapper who took an 84-year-old woman
Hi, Violet.
in the dead of night in her pajamas with no shoes, without her medicine. This little person.
So she didn't have her medicine, you guys. Remember, we didn't know for sure. Somebody the other day, wait, let me stop her on a different one. I hate when people stop people on like the worst face or whatever. But do you guys remember we were talking about that the other night? We didn't know if wow. Wait, Ella says, I don't know how she will manage in her old job after Easter. Most people have a regular job and they can be distracted. That is true. And especially when you have a job where you're expected to to perform, literally when you're expected to perform. And I can definitely identify with that for the past 22 years. When I go to work, I am somebody's professor. Like, I can't just be in a bad mood. I have to go in and do my best all the time, right? So it is constantly performing, because there are some days where you're just tired or you don't feel good. And every now and then I'll be like, you guys, I whatever. But for the most part, you have to perform. So if you get into an argument with somebody when, you know, before you leave work or whatever, like that, you have to learn how to like separate the two. So I couldn't imagine. She's on a scale times 1,000,000,000,000. I couldn't imagine. So we'll do this for another, here, maybe I could speed it up a little bit because I don't want to keep you guys all night either. Let me speed it up a tiny bit. And again, this is over at The Today Show and NBC. I subscribe to both and hit the like.
To beg for mercy.
In the days that followed, multiple notes demanding payment were sent to various media outlets.
The ransom notes or ransom requests came. Did you believe those to be real?
There are a lot of different notes, I think, that came. And I think most of them...
That's a good question. How does she know what she was wearing? So... Oh, somebody said that on Megyn Kelly today, she had Marine on. Who's Marine? And there had an FBI security expert, James. Anyway, she's claiming that the second ransom note wasn't a ransom, it was an apology. Oh. Well, I can't wait to see what that was about. Nancy has like 4 refinances. There's no profit. So that's the thing. A lot of people think that too, right? And that is the truth. People don't realize to live. A lot of people, it's hard to own a home. So when people do own a home, if you need money in the future, you'll usually, not you, but like an option is to take against your equity. So if she has multiple either home equity loans or second mortgage, third mortgage, whatever the case may be, the note said she was going to God. I haven't heard anything about that. Wow. Oh no. Hi, Ellen.
It's my understanding are not real, and I didn't
I'm still here.
see
I'm just
them.
gonna take a drink real quick.
The person that would send a fake ransom note
That's terrible.
really has to look deeply at themselves.
Yeah.
To a family in pain.
It's terrible.
But I believe the two notes that we received, that we responded to, I tend to believe those are real.
Really?
Wow.
When the ring camera video surfaced and you could see who that person was, just tell me what you thought when you saw those images of the person who took your mother.
I mean, it's just absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
It's just totally terrifying. And I can't imagine that is who she saw standing over her bed.
Yeah.
I can't. That's too much.
Yeah.
And I'm glad and grateful to the investigators and the technology companies that were able to find that video.
Wow.
So I hope, at least with people of good heart and compassion, stop the irresponsible and cruel speculation that had started to swirl.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
I'm glad that people saw
Yeah.
what came to our door.
Yeah. When you talk about the cruel speculation, the whispers,
Wow.
the innuendo that it was somebody in your family, how did you weather that?
It's unbearable.
Yeah.
And it piles pain upon pain. There are no words. There are no words. I don't understand. I'll never understand.
Higgins says, Harlot first says, Lucy, I heard she had been in it for decades and had multiple mortgages on it. Oh yeah, she's been there for like 50 years or something. I just don't remember hearing a value. I guess I assumed it was a mansion at first. This was her childhood home, Savannah's. Then Wendy says, the note said she has gone to God. Wow. And then A. Higgins says, apparently they said they were sorry, they didn't know her heart condition was so bad, but she's gone to be with God. Cuffew says there's no vetted source for that information. All the home-related docs are in Discord because Cuffew's the best with our Discord. Alan says hi Alan, and then Lucy says that would explain some of the odd things Savannah said in her responses. A. Higgins says, oof, St. John's. Who's St. John's? Just freaking... Oh, St. John's. Okay. I'm never going to hear the end of this. Oh, that's so funny. Not funny, but it's your kid's birthday, right? I've never heard of Savannah Guthrie. Nuh-uh. Oh, well. Maybe because it's like, I don't know. I'm on the East Coast and it's like, I don't know. I have, for sure. I didn't know who she was before this. Oh, that's interesting. Coca-Cola thinks the brother-in-law might still have something to do with it.
And no one took better care of my mom than my sister and brother-in-law. And no one protected my mom more than my brother.
More than my brother.
We love her, and she's our shining light. She's our matriarch. She's all we have.
Savannah and her family stayed together in Arizona for weeks as the media coverage grew more intense.
We had to move houses many times because...
Oh no, not to be the whatever here, but I just got an alert. Breaking news from the New York Times. Iran war live updates. 12 U.S. troops injured in attack on Saudi base, officials say. 2 Americans were seriously wounded in the strike on the Prince Sultan's air base, the official said. Oh, wow. In one of the most serious branches of American defenses since the war began on February 28th. Wow, okay. So it just says that Marco Rubio said on Friday that the United States did not... Anyway, just let you know that there's ground troops that have been injured and that we should definitely pray for them.
People came, and not everyone is respectful, unfortunately. You know? Mm-hmm. There was a night we had to leave in the dark in the desert, holding hands, me and my sister and brother and I, get into a car waiting for us because the people outside were closing in. So we found a place that was safe, mm-hmm. and then we couldn't really leave too much. So like those days are a blur.
Yeah.
Crying and praying.
How did your family feel about the way the investigation was conducted?
Well, it's still going.
Yeah.
And people have worked tirelessly. And we see that. But we need answers.
Wow.
We cannot be at peace without knowing. And someone can do the right thing. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And our hearts are focused on that.
Wow.
I think where Savannah ended that, it's not...
That's so sad. It's a 3-part interview. I don't know if you guys want to now do the second part real quick. Oh, they're
you speak
long.
About your mom always.
Oh, this one's only 12 minutes.
In the present tense.
I mean, she is present tense to me.
Oh, Army Vet. I forgot you were in here. Oh my God. Thank you, Army Vet, for being brave so we could be free. Army Vet 420 says, a major digital red light just went off today in Iran-linked hacking group, likely Handala or Unit 840, successfully breached the personal email of FBI Director Kash Patel. Shut up. Oh my God. This was a retaliatory strike for the U.S. amassing paratroopers. The hackers are trying to prove that even if the United States seizes physical ground, they can still hit the head of the snake in D.C. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, you guys.
Feel her, or have you heard her? Any moments?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell me about your mommy. Just tell me about her.
My mom she's incredible. She's resolute and strong. Quiet strength, quiet faith, but hard fought. She's funny and a little mischievous, I would say, in her humor. She's a noble creature. she does what's right. She walks in faith, but not a fake, pious, put on faith, but like a grounded, earthy, she fought for it, faith.
When you posted Please Pray in the beginning, the ocean of love and prayers, did you feel that? Did you sense what was happening?
I do feel prayers, I do. I believe that. I think she would have been just amazed. Just truly amazed.
One of the images that stayed with me through all of this was you and Annie and Tommaso walking up and looking at the flowers and at the notes. As I saw that, I thought, I wonder if Savannah's going inside, and what that must have felt like for you to go inside of your childhood home, your mom's house.
Yeah, I mean, this is the house that we grew up in. It's really the only house I've ever known and remember. We moved there when I was about 4, I think. It's the house where I came home on a Friday night at 16, and my mom and sister were on the couch praying and told me that my father had died. It's the house where all of our memories are, good and bad. So it's hallowed ground. My mom loved and treasured that house. In good years and mean years, they were able to hold on to that house. That's my mom's safe haven. It was really hard to see that violated, and the terror that she must have felt is unbearable. It's unbearable.
Tell me,
that's terrible.
While you were spending all this time in Tucson, your kids were home. What do they know?
Well, it's so hard with kids because, you want to protect them. Bill would write me all the time, Mama, any leads? Do you hear anything? Any hope? And I think that, we tried to talk to them and try to give them a little more certainty than we have.
Wow, this is amazing.
To let them grieve, and for my little nephew Olmo too, there's just a way in which this is even so much harder on Annie and Tommy and Olmo because they're there. And they were there every day for my mom. They made it possible for her to stay in the house we grew up in that she loved so much. I think she always stayed in that house because I think she still felt my father there. All our memories. Let her have her space. And there's just a way in which this is just even more excruciating for them and all that they've been through.
That was a hard decision for you, and I know you told me about this was coming back here, leaving Arizona to come back to New York. Why was that so difficult, that choice?
I looked out the window of the airplane and just thought, where are you? That desert, that beautiful desert that she loves. Where are you? How could I leave you? But my mom taught me a lot about grief. Our family knows grief. My father passed when I was 16 years old. He was only 49. It was a shock.
It's terrible.
And I remember my mom saying in those early days when Daddy died, you have to get up and decide and do. Just decide and do. And I read that in a book that meant a lot to her and her grief. And so I always remember that. So I'm trying to decide and do. Just get up and decide and do every day. I felt terrible grief, and I felt unfathomable love and comfort. The goodness and kindness of God is remarkable, and in equal measure to my sorrow.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was how to survive the unimaginable. When she lost my dad, she was 46 years old. She had 3 kids. She had never worked outside the home. She had to get up. She had to find a job. She had to mother 2 teenagers and 1 young adult just starting making his way into the world. She took care of her mother, her brother, who had Down syndrome. She invited to come live with us. She worked part-time to make ends kind of meet. She found a way, another job, a job she turned into a full-time job, a job she turned into a career. She had a second life of purpose and meaning. She had 1 million friends. She stayed strong for us. She was resolute. She She was real. She grieved. I remember moments in my childhood, in those days after my dad died. She was so strong. But some mornings, before dawn, when she thought we were still sleeping, I would hear her crying at my door.
Well, that's so sad.
To not be alone in her grief. So she taught me to be strong, but she taught me to be true. For my faith is strong and resolute. But early on, I felt that I heard for one of the very few times in my life, I did hear God speak to me. As I said to myself, I can handle anything, God, I can handle anything, I just can't handle not knowing. We can't handle not knowing.
Yeah.
I have to know. And I heard a voice. And it said, you do know where she is. She's with me.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Have you guys heard that? I haven't.
She's with me. So whether
if somebody judges her for going back to work, that is absolute insanity. What is she supposed to do? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess people say that even if you have all the money in the world, if I could only imagine that if somebody just after being, and again, I'm not saying like if you were already used to something, but she's used to being out every single day doing the news and stuff, and she's used to that life and lifestyle, and like she has kids, like it's probably in her best interest psychologically, in my opinion, to go back to work if she can, even if it's just part-time.
she is on this earth still, or whether she is in heaven, I know where she is. I know who she's with. But we need to know.
I mean, Savannah's faith has been on display.
That is unreal. The last part, let me see if it's too much. Oh, let's see.
Did you wrestle with your faith throughout this? You're resolute and strong like your mama. But did you, at some point during all of this, have to wrestle with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not done. God doesn't tell us not to wrestle with him. This isn't some cheap faith. And my mom taught me that. God only requires our authentic presence. And that he has. But I never doubted. And my mom's best friend told me that she had been going through a hard time, and she said to my mom, How have you kept your faith all these years? What? Losing your husband, all the different things that my mom had been through. Nancy, how do you keep your faith? And my mom said to her, but where else would I go? I hold that with me. Good faith.
So it sounds to me like Savannah, and again, this is just my opinion when I'm picking up on here. I love this picture. This is so cute. But it sounds to me like she very much feels the need to be strong for her family in the way that her mom was strong for her and her siblings after her dad died. And although that is so beautiful on one hand, on the other hand, it's heartbreaking because she isn't her mom, right? She's a different human being, and she seems to be doing, like, holding up well as far as being strong. But, you know, I love the fact that she still feels like she could cry or whatever on TV. And, I mean, let's be honest, I don't know that you could always hold it in, but I like that she could be authentic.
Is how I will stay connected to my mom. God is how I'm holding hands with my mom. And I won't let sadness win for her. She taught me. See, I saw her grieve. I saw her world shatter. I saw it. And I saw her get up. And I saw her believe. And I saw her love. And I saw her hope. And I saw her smile. And I saw her laugh. I saw her joy. I saw her love of the world and adventure. I saw her belief. I saw her faith. She taught me. She taught all of us. And I may not do it as well as her, but I will do it. I will do it for my kids. I will. I will not fall apart.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Alan. Alan. I'm echoing suddenly. Let me know.
Art, I will not let whoever did this take my children's mother from them. I will not let them take my joy. They will not take my sister's joy. They will not take my brother's joy.
So what I was going to say is, hopefully I'm not, I'm not echoing, but she literally just validated what I said. Oh, I think she redacted it. Okay. So you tried to remove it. That's so funny. You guys, she literally just said what I said. She said I won't be able to do it as well as she can, but she taught me how to survive.
They will not take our love. They will not take our faith. But our anguish is real. We need help. We need someone
I agree,
to tell the truth. Yes. I have no anger in my heart. I have hope in my heart. I have love. But this family needs peace.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think we deserve anything more or less than any other person. We don't say, why us, why me, why anything. If I say why me for this horrible thing, then I have to say why me for all the beautiful blessings of my life. Well then, yes, why? I don't know why.
There's only like 3 minutes left.
I'm grateful for my blessings. And I'm heartbroken for the sorrow.
Yes.
I'm heartbroken.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I am crushed, but I am not abandoned. And we are not alone. Do we need an answer? And someone has it in their power to help. It is never too late. And when you do, the warmth of love and forgiveness that will come will be greater than can be imagined. I know what it is to be forgiven.
Yes.
And there is no greater joy.
Yes.
And that joy awaits whoever can hear this and find it in their heart to help.
Yes. You're focusing on people in Tucson. Somebody there must have seen or known something, maybe forgot about it or didn't pay attention to it.
How can someone vanish without a trace?
Yeah.
How? Someone knows something, even if that something is someone's been acting strange for the last 7-8 weeks, even if it's just that. Somebody knows. And maybe somebody's afraid. And I understand that.
It's sad.
But our hearts are in agony. We can't breathe. We can't live. We can't go on. We can't be at peace. We can't go forward. We have to know what happened to her.
Yes. You talked about coming back to New York. One of the other enduring images for me was walking into Studio 1A and seeing you there, speaking to everybody. What was it like for you, walking back in there?
I really wanted to come and see everybody.
Yeah.
I just love this beautiful place that we call home, where we get to come and be every day. And I know how much people have prayed for me and loved me. All the people that you see on TV, and then all the people that you don't. All the notes and messages that I have received are just so beautiful. I just wanted to be with my family. They're my family too.
You said something when you were there. You said, I don't know how to come back, and I don't know how not to come back.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I look at the Today Show, which is, they answered all my dreams, actually better than my dreams.
So how about coming back? Everyone's wondering.
So it's hard to imagine doing it because it's such a place of joy and lightness, and I can't come back and try to be something that I'm not. But I can't not come back because it's my family. I think it's part of my purpose right now. I want to smile. And when I do, it will be real. And my joy will be my protest. My joy will be my answer.
Wow.
And being there is joyful. And when it's not, I'll say so. And I've been so grateful to have this family. I consider this my family, my greater family. And when times are hard, you want to be with your family. and I want to be with my family. And so I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'll belong anymore. But I would like to try. I would like to try. And I'm not going to be the same. But maybe it's like that old poem, more beautiful in the broken places.
Yeah.
And wow, that was put perfectly. And I
Wow, that was put perfectly. She's very articulate. That was amazing, actually. Wow. Hold on, here I come. So, we have one more update to do. Should we just call it? We've been on for a minute. Or do we do it? I don't know where you guys are. You guys tell me. And Andrea, oh, you don't think Nancy will be found? That's sad. But Gutter Snipe said something really important. Gutter Snipe said, "I'm so sorry, Andrea. I admire your strength." And I second that. But you guys, should we call it? And then the only one left was Hidden True Crime. And let's see, let me see if the video was long. If it's not long, we'll play one video and then we could always pick up with that another time. Let me see. Alright, let me show you this one. Oh my god, that's funny. Alright, hold on. Let's see. It's one video. The update on Hidden True Crime. So it's called Unintentional Self-Analysis.
So it's really the best story. In the end, it's pretty simple. And stories, by the way, are emotional. They're not.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
And we watch movies.
And stories, by the way, are emotional. They're not. You know, we love stories and we watch movies and we read books because they're emotional. They appeal to a different level of human beings than just pure intellect. And so I want to say that a part of our analysis will be trying to assess who's telling the better story and whether the evidence that they're presenting is compelling as part of the narrative that they're trying to convey.
Thank you. Speaking of stories.
Welcome to Docket Decoder. If you enjoy our content, please help us out by helping us like it.
This is Docket Decoder. We're gonna like this video. We haven't seen this one. So what he did was, and he's everybody go over and like him after this. In this video, he takes a lighthearted look at moments from past live streams and videos where analysis meant for other people begins to sound unexpectedly familiar. You guys, this is so important because one of the things I say all the time on this channel, projection. We talk about projection all the time here. So pretty much what Docket Decoder is saying here is that he pulled out times of projection in some of their live streams. So let's see what happens.
Like button, or leaving your comments for us. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest court filings.
Cuff, you put the link in chat. People often tell them themselves without realizing it. Hear it. Oh, this is a short video, and I have it on 1.5.
There's very much a sense in which a big part of her channel was acting, right? We know now that a lot of her YouTube videos and shows were staged. We know that she's created this huge facade about this family, and she's trying to present this particular curated image. And
who are they talking about here?
We know now from talking to, listening to people and talking to some sources that a lot of that was just not accurate at all. I mean, so I think that's the dilemma here. Has she in the last 6 months all of a sudden developed this capacity for self-insight and self-reflection, and she's really done some soul searching and say that she has regrets and sorrow, and it's genuine, right? So that would require a bit of personal transformation. That would require some real thought and some soul searching and so that's what she wants us to believe. The other side of that, though, is this is someone who's had a YouTube channel, and she's literally been an actress of sorts, or not of sorts. She has been an
Who are they talking about here? I have to know.
Actress because her channel is all fake. It's trying to present an image, a curated image, to monetize it. So is she acting? Is this
straight from Dr. John? Her whole YouTube channel is fake. You heard it here tonight. That was bold.
Well, that might have been a little strong, but sometimes you have to resort to hyperbole to make a point. So that's what I'm doing. So
oh wow! And look how see, this is what annoys me, right? Why are they allowed to say something ignorant like that? And she's allowed to laugh at it, and they're allowed to have fun on someone else's expense, but I point it out and get hate. It just doesn't make any sense.
But I like it. Now that you say it, I like it. How do I... Maybe not her whole YouTube channel, but quite a bit of it is fake. So
quite a bit of it. Explain fake. Explain fake because the people in it are real.
Well, the people are real.
Oh my God, Gutter Snipe, you just won the entire comments of the day with that one thing. Gutter Snipe said, "Get back in your buckets there." Do you guys remember when I did the crab bucket? That was great. Who are they talking about? I don't know. It says, Cuffy says, yes, that's the point, and why he doesn't keep the channel names in. I get you. So I get you, it's just the point, but it still makes you curious as to who it is they're talking about.
It's true, but so what I'm...
And my fear would be, as somebody who studies human behavior, as humans, because we're curious about who they're talking about now, and we pick out context clues like Mary, we assume that this is around Christmas, and now they're more likely to get hits on this particular video because people are going to want to find out who it is that they're talking about. And it would be easy to get to find. I mean, and think about how many you might have to, it would be easy, but not that easy. So you would still have to click on quite a few videos to find it, and that gives them that many more hits. So for me, if I were to ever give advice on doing a video like this, I think this is amazing. But maybe put somewhere who it is so that people don't feel the need to then go search it out. Does that make sense?
So think of it like this: that we now know that they were finding ways to create drama, to spread the word about how great their channel was, to get more viewers, to make more money. Right? It all fed on itself.
Correct.
Well, that was rich.
So what does that mean then? Because there are a lot of YouTube channels out there that are AKA fake, right?
Right, and I don't know those channels well enough to comment, but what it means essentially is that there's this very inauthentic picture of this family. That this family is not presenting themselves as they are. They're not being real. We're not learning who this family really is. And we know too from a few people who have come out that
definitely a hole in the bucket.
This is a family. I don't want to get into this too much. But this is a family who off camera...
Wait, when somebody says something and then says but right after, they meant whatever. Not that they meant, but the other part gets like wiped out. Oh yeah, you guys hit those emoji thingies. And definitely hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. But wait, I have a feeling now she's going to start, because this is, again, human behavior, not because I've ever seen this, but I'm going to hypothesize that he's going to just keep going on. And instead of like stopping him, redirecting him, or whatever, she's going to start answering, like talking to chat and acting like she's paying attention, but not, and he doesn't pick up on it ever.
Was doing some pretty crazy things, but just don't tell me, don't present your family as if you're this perfectly moral, upstanding, right?
Oh, there he goes with that moral stuff.
A bunch of people that abides by certain moral codes when you don't, right? That's the issue.
Wow.
Under the bush? The bush. I said the bush.
It's 19 and counting family. Oh.
Like, she's clearly trying to create a favorable impression here for law enforcement, as if law enforcement doesn't know, right? Law enforcement already knows that this is all false.
And you can say that these are public trials, but they're trial tourists. I do it for my
trial
work.
tourist. I can't believe they said trial tourist here.
I'm actually the breadwinner in my family.
I hate that she said that. I would never say that. I don't know. I don't like that.
Knows that this is all false.
And you can say that these are public trials, but they're trial tourists. I do it for my work. I'm actually the breadwinner in my family with my husband. You know, I don't have a choice.
This is the thing. She should know better that this is going to be FOIA'd eventually, because she's FOIA'd so many things herself, I'm sure. Do you know what I mean? So I just think that it's pretty shitty that she said that, because now, and then my thing is, what happens when John then heard that? Like, he gets on my nerves, you know what I mean? Like, with some of the things that he says, but I don't think that was cool.
To go to these. So her being so defensive in this area, saying, I didn't need his money. I didn't want his money. I'm an independent woman. And by saying this, she's clearly telling us how actually insecure she is about it.
That was a good one, Docket Decoder.
Right. She's pointing out some of the narcissistic features I mentioned earlier.
Wow.
She's showing us some of those features.
Oh, Docket Decoder. That's well put together.
Directly.
The traits we criticize and others are often... You guys, I say all the time, we don't like in others what we don't like about ourselves. That's one of the things that I say all the time. Perception's reality, even when it's not real. There's good news and bad news. The good news is it isn't about you. Bad news isn't about you. But one of the sayings that I say all the time is, we don't like in others what we don't like about ourselves. And that's exactly what Dr. Decoder's saying here. I wonder if he's watched any of my videos before. That would be cool.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, who just subbed? Yes. Hold on, let me see. Thank you, Honeycomb Hideout. Oh my God, thank you.
So, there were times when she was laughing and smiling a lot and kind of trying to mask it, but she has this perpetual frown. And she just, it's not consistent. It's what psychologists would call an incongruency. That, she's trying to portray herself in one way as like happy-go-lucky or giddy, and yet she's got this frown, and she's got this furrowed brow, and, maybe that...
Oh my gosh.
Has something to do with Botox, I don't know. But,
I want to point out something about the Botox thing, though, because people have pointed out that Botox would change the ability for her to make expressions if she had Botox before and it wore off.
What? Sometimes criticism is actually confession. I do agree with that. Wow, I can't believe she just said that. Why would she say that? Oh my God. I never saw that before either, Lucy. Wait, I actually have to rewind that real quick.
If she had Botox change the...
Botox, I don't know. But,
I want to point out something about the Botox thing, though, because people have pointed out that Botox would change the ability for her to make expressions if she had Botox before and it wore off.
Wow.
For the first time ever, Ruby started getting more negative feedback than positive feedback. And they felt that they were being canceled, and rather than, Kevin even explained it on this documentary, rather than taking responsibility or realizing maybe we did something wrong or this wasn't right, they felt like the victims, that they had been wrong, that they couldn't think, well, maybe people have a point. Instead, they were the victims, they were being canceled, and this moment started to show who Ruby really was, I think.
So until that moment, this is a fascinating moment to me because it changes everything, at least according to the documentary. I wasn't aware of how big this moment was until we watched this. I knew I knew it started shifting things a little bit. I didn't know that it was catastrophic. According to the documentary, that moment's catastrophic. And so what's fascinating to me about that is, number one, that she says, it's kind of an off-the-cuff comment. She doesn't see it coming, right? And she says,
look, I don't think she's paying attention.
she says, our viewers don't know this. And she laughs a little bit, right? Like, in other words, she sees this moment as being harmless.
He's trying to talk to her. Oh my God,
because she could have.
This is priceless. You guys, look at this. She's definitely talking and she is not paying attention. Just like I was saying before, look, she's laughing. She's clearly talking to somebody.
I didn't know that it was
on the side there. Not like anything bad.
According to the documentary, that moment's catastrophic. And so what's fascinating to me about that is, number one,
look, she pretends like
that she says, it's kind of an off-the-cuff comment. She doesn't see it coming, right? And she said,
I feel like she was trying to lock eyes with him type thing. Oh, well, that was interesting. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry, my husband was going to bed. I wanted to say goodnight.
As she says, our viewers don't know this. And she laughs a little bit, right? Like, in other words,
she sees
this moment as being harmless. Because she could have easily edited that out. If she saw that as...
Wow, she could have easily edited that out.
problematic, she should have taken it out. But she kept it in the video because she didn't see that as being anything that was problematic.
Stop.
She doubled down.
She doubled down. And so, so here's so this goes back to everything I was talking about the lack being hollow and the lack of self-reflection. She doesn't have the self-awareness to see how a moment like that could change everything. She doesn't have the capacity or the self-awareness to understand why people would object to that.
My jaw is legit on the ground.
That's what, more than anything, that's what amazes me about this moment.
She's like, what?
Like, if she had that awareness, she would have edited it. And even if she didn't, even if she put it out there, it seems to me like the logical, emotional response to a moment like that is to apologize.
She is not paying. Look, I caught it right at a good time. Look, he's looking up. I could tell he's starting to get angry with her, you guys, because if you've seen this a few seconds ago, he wasn't that angry with her. I have to flip back just to show you guys, and I'll come back. We're on 9:10. But look at him here. When she first starts talking, he doesn't look angry.
Why people would object to that?
Look, he looks like he's engaging.
That's what
he sees that she's not paying attention, but she starts paying attention again. At least he thinks so because they look at each other. Oh my gosh.
More than anything, that's what amazes me about this moment. Like, if she had that awareness, she would have edited it. And
now watch, I'm going to jump to where we were and watch his face. Look. Wow. You guys, that's priceless. That is priceless. Wow.
Like the logical, emotional response to a moment like that is to apologize. Is to take responsibility and say, we did this, I made a mistake, I've learned from it, this is not how parents should act, right? But she doesn't do any of that. In fact, as you point out, she doubles down and she goes to she doubles down, she blames cancel culture, and then she starts moving to this extreme with Jodi Hildebrand. As Kevin describes it, she rejects kind of this happy-go-lucky facade that she's created with 8 passengers, and she starts moving more towards the spiritual existence. It's not like a normal spiritual existence. It's like a punitive, ascetic spiritual existence.
You guys, do you remember when we watched the one video and he was talking about moral crusade and stuff? And all about moral crusades and wow.
It's filled with sin and demons.
This didn't age well.
It's kind of a, she starts moving into this dark world. And again, that's because she doesn't have this core set of values to fall back on. She's only concerned about herself. She's only concerned about how this impacts her channel, how it's going to impact her channel. She's
oh my God, look, he's like looking at notes.
Blaming. So she's
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with looking at notes. But she's clearly still not. It gives her the opportunity. When he looks down at his notes, it gives her the opportunity to look over. And I feel like, you guys, this is crazy. So I feel like this is all just my opinion, obviously. And this is Jamie Vona, not Dr. Vona right now. So but it's Jamie Vona that's educated. She's looking down right now at her phone, right? Take notice. She'll look up to try to catching her because she doesn't want him to catch him, thinking that she's not paying attention. And at the same time, if she gets him, like if they make eye contact, then he sees she is paying attention. She can go back to what she's doing in a second because he's going to look down again. Like, watch the dynamic here.
Rationalizing
she doesn't want to get caught
the trauma by essentially blaming Jody, right? And if you go to let's pick this up in around 6 minutes because it gets even more interesting.
Okay, hold on.
That's so funny. So she had to pay attention there because here, I believe she's still the editor. So he says, pick it up. And look at his face. He does not look happy there either. What is happening?
It gets even more interesting.
Okay, hold on.
This has hurt every single person in our family. And watching it hurt my husband makes me mad. I will never forgive these people if something happens to him.
Oh, wow.
He did go to the doctor, and they can't get his blood pressure down. I love him so much. He's my soulmate if anything happens to him.
She doesn't have any tears either. I don't know if anybody noticed that. And I'm not trying to be an a-hole. Oh, there goes a tear. I do see one. But this is Ruby Frankie's sister.
Okay, hold on.
This has hurt every single person in our family. And watching it hurt my husband makes me mad. I'll never forgive.
This is crazy.
These people if something happens to him.
What?
He did go to the doctor, and they can't get his blood pressure down. I love him so much. He's my soulmate if anything happens to him.
Oh my God.
I have stood by Joel's side, building our home.
Wait, look at her.
And it sounds incredibly...
You guys, look over here. He's looking down again. Are they texting each other at this point? Like, what's happening? Oh no, they're not texting each other because she's looking down. Alright, watch. He's looking down. She's looking up. Again, she's looking to see what he's looking at. I'm telling you, it's the same thing.
I have stood by Joel's side, building our home.
He watches her text.
And it sounds incredibly selfish to, given all the facts, be thinking of our house.
So again, no mention whatsoever of the victims. No mention of
devoid of crap.
No mention of how horrendous her sister's behaviors have been. Right? What she's concerned about here is losing her house. I mean, I give her a little bit of credit for recognizing how selfish it is. She does say that. She says, I know that. She does say that, so I acknowledge that.
You guys, when did this take place? Does anybody know? This legit is like did not age well. And look at her. She's like smiling through it. I don't like that.
She does say that, but she says, I know this must look selfish, but...
You guys. Do you remember earlier in this video when he says but on something and I stopped it and said when someone says but, he's now going to say that here. So he does it earlier and then says but and then points it out here when somebody else does it. Stop it. And look, she like is loving this, or she's loving whatever she's seeing being written somewhere.
I don't care.
But I don't care.
She's loving it.
Because my husband's working on this house, which presumably this is probably a super expensive house, but
is this a joke? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? This must be a joke. Oh my God, you guys, this must be a joke. Didn't they just aren't they doing this to their house?
I guess they probably worked on this house for their channel or it's part of their channel. So the two go together the way
Oh my God, they do the same thing.
I take it that she's worried about losing money because she'll be associated with her sister. So she's worried about the health and well-being of her channel and whether she will continue to make money.
Wow.
That's her focus. This is Ruby's sister. You might say, well, why is that important? It's important because it shows you what this family values. There's another sister who made a statement too. Her name is Julie.
Oh my God.
Julie spoke for about 5 or 6 minutes. She also talked about her house. She too has a YouTube channel.
I don't remember.
She has a YouTube channel of 250,000 subscribers, which for most YouTube channels like ourselves, that's a big channel. It's way bigger than ours is.
Wow. You guys, I was just going to stop it and say, does anybody know how many subscribers they had at this point? Because that sounded like, you know, haterade a little bit. And wait, watch.
YouTube channel of 250,000 subscribers, which for most YouTube channels like ourselves, that's a big channel. It's way bigger than ours is. And she too talked about her house. She too talked about the impact on her channel. What she didn't talk about was the impact on the victims. She didn't talk about how it affected her. She didn't comment on her sister's behavior and how horrendous it was, right? And so here we have two instances of a family culture that's showing almost no empathy. So even though I don't know a lot about Ruby Frankie's family and upbringing, I know from listening to her sisters and their statements that this is a family culture with low to no empathy, right? We can gather that right away. Because when the sisters come on publicly and all they have to say is, I'm worried about losing my house.
She's not paying attention again. Good job, Cuff You. Good pickup.
And I've worked so hard to build this
channel envy.
Channel?
Oh my God, you guys, what is happening? I have to go back again because I just can't with this last part.
I know from listening to her sisters and their statements that this is a family culture with low to no empathy, right? We can gather that right away. Because when the sisters come on publicly and all they have to say is, I'm worried about losing my house and I've worked so hard to build this channel,
oh my God. He says to the cop, we're about to lose everything. Everything we worked so hard for, our channel is about to go under. He literally says that.
Okay, I mean, there's obviously
selfish. Yeah.
Right,
oh my God, she said that's not selfish.
And I've worked so hard to build this channel, and all they have to say is, I'm worried about losing my house, and I've worked so hard to build this channel, okay, I mean,
just in case
for hard to build this channel, okay, I mean,
wow,
there's obviously
selfish. Yeah.
Right,
wow.
Okay, I mean, there's obviously
selfish. Yeah.
That's not selfish.
There's
oh my God.
Obviously a complete lack of self-awareness there, but it also shows you what they value. They value money, they value material things, their houses, they're not valuing relationships. They're not showing any empathy. So she still wants to make money, which obviously this materialism and this monetization of these channels is critical to this family. The big part of this family culture is clearly monetization and not relationships.
Wow.
So, but she didn't have that capacity for self-reflection. She didn't have that capacity to step back and to see the bigger picture and to see how she was perceived, or to see herself in a larger context.
Okay, so not only are we getting here like that same thing, it's the same behavior pattern over and over and over again. The fact that I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I talk a lot on here, right? Like I'm on here a lot, I'm live a lot. I'm trying to think of a time where I've ever told you guys what somebody else was thinking or feeling. Like, listen.
See the bigger picture and see how relationships. So, but she didn't have that capacity for self-reflection. She didn't have that capacity to step back and to see the bigger picture and to see how she was perceived, or to see herself in a larger context.
Okay, that part I could say. There was something else they said back there that made me, but that, what he just said right there, I'm like doing that right now. And that would be me not being able to see myself if I didn't see that. But there was something that he said back there that she was thinking or something, and I'm like, I didn't know about that. And if I was wrong, then I take that back.
Under the bush? The bush. I said the bush.
I said the bush. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. That's crazy. Okay. Alright, hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming back. Channel envy, you guys are funny. I doubt they're in the same state or country even. You guys are too funny. So, that was crazy. I can't wait to watch more of that after. But, you guys, we've been on for 3 hours and 18 minutes. It feels like longer than that. I don't know why. I feel like I've been on all night. I'm trying to think of when's the best time for me to go on, and probably later, I think. Even though that, like, it's just a crazy schedule, but I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I'll figure it out at some point. Thor, really? And Allie, you too? Alright, so that I could say goodbye real quick, I'm going to put this on again for a second so that I could go let Allie out. Oh wait. Ryan's coming down. Maybe he'll open the door for them. Would you open the door for the dogs, please, and I'll let them back? I was just about to go let them out. Oh, you did? You don't have to do that. Oh, you guys, he just came out to let the dogs out. You know, why don't my children do that? I don't understand. Ryan does it, but the kids don't. God forbid. Thank you, Rye. You're the best. I love you. Oh, that was so nice. That was nice. If you get a chance, look up those girls that were laughing in the car. The girls that were laughing in the car. Oh, the ones that I accidentally went on. That does sound pretty crazy, right? So, okay. So, does anybody have any questions? Any, like, ending something, anything? It's Friday night, and yes, when I went super late, yes, I do. And I think it's also hit or miss, too. I also think people like when you do, like, people usually, like, follow channels for certain cases. So I bet if we hung up right now and I came back on with one of the banners that I had last night, Oh, I should do it just for experimentation. That's what I'm going to do. When we hang up, you guys, I'm going live again just for a couple minutes. But I just want to see for experimentation. My husband's going to bed anyway, so as long as I call my mother at midnight, you know what I mean? Especially on a Friday. Yeah, I hear ya. If she doesn't see my comment, you should tell her about it when you talk to her. I did see your comment, the one about the 2 girls. That's what I said. Is that the one that I accidentally got on last time that I didn't mean to? If so, I sure will. Alright, so I'm going to hang up this live, and I thank my mods and everything, but, give me a few minutes. And if you want to be part of my experimentation, in a couple of minutes, if you're not doing anything, you have no, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Obligation to do so. But if you're not doing anything and you're like, I'm gonna go do it. So look out for me in a few minutes. Maybe like 10 minutes. I'll run, go to the bathroom, fill up my drink, and we'll see what happens, just for an experiment. I don't know. Who should I put on there that we're going to talk about, or do I just put late night? Late night live. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you to my mods. Thank you for everybody that's been here. Thank you to... I want to make sure I don't... I almost just hung up on us. Thank you to Miss Linda KS57 for becoming a member of the Minds Behind True Crime with Dr. Vona. I really do appreciate you. And maybe I will see you in a little bit. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, you guys. Get me to my next goal. Alright, maybe I'll see you guys in a few. Good night, everybody. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody.